jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports.
Yo, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. A-Side official. No negotiations needed, period. You already know who we be, who we are, and what we stand for. We back with an open panel. And yes, this is going to be an open panel for those of you that want to come on and talk some boxing. Because the last conversation that we had, there's a lot of people that showed up. I don't know why. I don't know what they wanted to talk about, but they showed up. I just want to touch bases on some current boxing events and results that has taken place. But let me first, man, introduce my guy, Haynes Legacy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call them the first family, man. You know, shout out to him and his first lady. You know, always supporting the channel and everything. What you up to today, bro? Appreciate you pulling up again.
Man, blessed and highly favored. All praises be to the Most High, man. How you doing this morning, man?
I'm good. I'm all right. You know, I was gonna hit you up, but you know, we'll talk later.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, things never change.
Right.
Right. We know sometimes the left does change to the right. You drop out, man? Or you muted?
Now you gotta keep that cadence right though, man. You can't keep that right. Keep going out too long. Niggas gonna start falling out.
I know, right? Let me take this thumbnail down. Got him had it up. Mrs. Legacy is on deck in the building. Salute to you, the first lady on deck. What's good with it? What's good, Stickum boys in the building? I see you.
Stick 'em.
What you saying?
I said stick 'em. What's happening?
So
I'll definitely chat with you.
I definitely am trying to get your input on the recent news that has been scurrying around on the Serengeti of social media, and that is Roy Jones Jr. is out there looking at taking a snapshot of ESpence, potentially assessing to see if he want to train him for, I guess, some future fight or his return to the ring. Roy Jones himself said he was on his way out there yesterday, so today he should be on deck in Texas. What's your thoughts, man?
Man, hey, if he can get Roy Jones on deck with what he already has going on, man, and he can get some because Roy Jones could help him with his fast twitch muscles. He could show him the exercises that will help him with that, and that'll get him out of sticky situations that he puts himself in, and he'll stop him from doing a lot of bad habits that he a lot of bad habits that he has, man. I think Roy Jones would be a good trainer for him because it would expose him to a whole different type of style than he's used to having. I wouldn't want him to change his whole style, but he could do some things for him though.
You don't think ESpence has decent fast twitch fibers, like for a fighter who's straightforward? You know?
Yeah, of course, yeah. He's not a bad fighter.
Yeah, I ain't say he was a bad fighter, but you know, like you mentioned fast twitch fibers. So being we don't know the potential opponent.
Explosively. Yeah.
Oh, explosive. Okay.
Yeah, you like because he goes out with that jab, and then and he's not quite. It's not quite fast enough for me for what he's trying to do. He needs. He's always trying to set something up with the jab, but it's not. When I seen
he do the double, he do the 2-2-1. You know,
yeah,
the 2-2-1, or you know, he throw the 2-1, but he always implement his like when he gets in range. It seems like he always implements his combination to either come over with that overhand left, you know, but I mean, he just didn't show enough variety in there with Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's haunting me about him, is that he could probably do everything he did with Crawford with 90% of the fighters and be perfectly fine. But he couldn't do that with that level of talent and not be able to switch it to another gear and be able to make changes in the ring. All they had was one game plan to go in with, and I think you have to be able to have more better variety of punch selection and just overall ring IQ, bro.
I got you. So it's a lot of factors that's going to be that everyone have to inject into this return for Spence. Is that he did take a good beating. He took damage, and on top of that damage, he's had ample amount of time to rest and, you know, lay off. But we also want to know, based off the pictures we seen, you know, Errol looked in good shape. He didn't look like he was fat. I mean, he had clothes on and everything, but looking at his facial features, he looked like he was in shape, decent. You know, he ain't been out there just doing nothing,
blowing up anymore.
Yeah, blowing up like he used to and all that. So my biggest thing is, what's his forecast of a name that he would like to fight on the return? And you know, one thing about Errol Spence there, Haynes, is that he always said he was Mr. No Tune-Up.
I believe that though. I believe it. So
no tune-up at 154, 154.
No tune-up. I don't think and I don't see. I can see him. I mean, if you're calling Virgil Ortiz a tune-up, I don't think that's a tune-up. It's not a title fight, but it's not a tune-up either.
He haven't reeled him in yet, big dog.
I'm just saying, like, that's what I mean. Virgil was talking about it. Their team was talking about it. So, like, hey,
yeah, I heard him say, but he haven't really. I know they name dropped, but it's a lot of fighters that name drop and didn't get the fight.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't get the fight.
So I mean, who you think you should fight then? Because I thought that would be a good fight.
That would be a good fight as far as Errol Spence returning with a tough opponent, a respectable opponent, nothing shaky about it. Give them both a good chance to make some money. I do hear people's criticism is that that fighter needs to be here because it won't make no money. Listen, even though EJ was beat by Crawford, right now Virgil got the juice a little bit. And the crazy part about Virgil having the juice is people saying, well, Virgil had a couple of tune-ups. Okay, I get it. Virgil left 47, then came down with a stomach ailment. But one thing about him, he goes in there and he get with it. You know what I'm saying? He gives you what you want to see for your money, right?
Yeah.
I think, but Ennis, we're gonna get on him later. But the whole Ennis debacle.
I was just about to get on that right now.
Yeah, the whole Ennis transaction that happened with him turning down a Virgil fight, and now Virgil going in there, not doing a Uisma Lima type of destruction, because he swiped him in one round, but Lubin had a better resume and he was a highly ranked fighter other than Lima.
That's not comparable, bro.
That's not even comparable to the swipe. No. He wiped his nose, bro.
Lima, I don't think Lima ever had a title shot or nothing like that, bro. That's nasty work, bro. What? No.
I mean, I'm looking at it like people are saying that Boots went in there and swiped Lima. I said, come on, man. How many times the man fought over here? You know, how many true, like, big names he had on his resume that he actually won or faced adversity? But For Errol Spence to come back and dance with Virgil Ortiz right now, he got the juice. Yeah, people come see that fight. Being laid off as long as he did, coming back to this fight 2026, I'm a little skeptical about Ortiz though. Him picking Ortiz.
Nah. I think I mean
Green. What he do? What he do?
Oh, sorry, Green.
Salute, what's going on?
I'm good, man. How about you, bro?
No, I can't call it, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate you pulling up again. You know, I'm pretty sure you got something to say. Me and Haynes, we were just up here talking about some, miscellaneous boxing topics.
Yeah. No, I was listening to Roy Jones. He want to help Errol Spence get back. That's admirable.
Yeah. And cause you know why it's admirable. Too Green. You've been around. You know when Roy said what he said about Errol Spence leading up to the Crawford fight, he don't know. He don't have too much high praise for his resume because he ain't really fought nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You remember when they got mad at Roy for saying that? They was all up here crying and shit.
Yeah. They was nothing about that shit.
I mean, it's understand. I mean, in regards to Crawford, Roy, he did commentary on HBO, so though he seen him when he was fighting when he was fighting at them events. So it's it ain't too far fetched. It's just that everybody feel like Roy should pick his side or whatever the case may be. He's just giving his take from a boxing perspective, which when someone who did it at that level, it's it holds a little bit more weight. You feel what I'm saying? Whether they wrong or right at the end, because he felt like Canelo has some intangibles that Crawford might not be able to get around, but we seen how that happened. So it's
good point. Haynes, you got anything to say and caveat to that?
Shaw News just hopped on the panel, so I'm letting.
What up, Shaw News in the building?
What's going on, y'all?
What's good?
Salute, peace.
Salute, Shaw.
Yeah, I just want to, I just want to weigh in on the situation real quick, right? Being that, I had a prior history with Errol Spence, and my name was, attempted to thrown in the mud and defame my character, right? Shout out to cousin Roy Jones Jr. for trying to help him out, as he does with a lot of these alcoholic, dope fiend, drug addict type of fighters, right? But I just want to point something out. Like I said, I ain't going to stay on too long. I just want to point something out. A while back, shout out to Philadelphia and manager Moy, like he said, let's rewind the tape. Yo, remember when Errol Spence was running around? He was in Philadelphia. Redman came out and said that he looked good. Remember that? Let's not forget that, man. Let's not forget that he was in Philadelphia. He was working out. Apparently, he was looking good, right? But now we see the Hall of Famer Roy Jones coming out, attempting to help him get back on the horse and all that. All I'm saying is, this is always a cycle with Errol Spence with these gimmicks, man. It's always these gimmicks with this guy, man. It's the pattern, man. Now, of course they're gonna say, I'm hating, I'm mad, I'm bitter. Why would I be mad and bitter when, like I said, I had went on to accomplish many other things after I was supposed to be mad and bitter? See, they get mad when you point out the obvious. It's always gimmicks with this dude, man.
So you think is him just showing up at the fight? I mean, as a spectator, like, I haven't really heard Errol say anything. I've been hearing like Ortiz and Ennis and everybody else speak about Errol. I haven't really heard EJ speak on coming back.
What's that old blues singer song? The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. Terrence Crawford whipped the thrill out of him, man.
Damn. He beat the snot out of him.
Hey, that's a fact in my opinion. What's up, Shaw News? What's up, Haynes?
What's going on? Peace.
What's good, everybody? Who's the other gentleman on the panel? Who's the other gentleman?
That's Green. That's Green.
Oh, what's up, Green, my guy? What's good with you, fam?
Yo, WCS, I want to ask you something. Hold on, not to cut everybody off. Yo, WCS, I want to ask you, right? we see what's going on with Boots, right?
Yeah.
Like I said, yo, Boots is never going to be in a win-win situation, right? He pulled up down there. He jumped in the ring. He asked for the fight. Now, apparently, whatever's going on, shout out to Bozy. I'm hearing they having money issues, or this dude's overpricing himself. So it's like, what does Boots really got to do, man? He's damned if he do, he's damned if he don't.
Man, are you a Boots apologist right now? Are you being a Boots apologist right now, bro?
It's like, damn, Virgil Ortiz, and I seen Timothy Bradley. All these dudes is trying to come to Virgil Ortiz's aid. It's like, nah, bro. You act like the man didn't want to fight you. The man came to your backyard.
Hey, I will say this about Ennis. We all know what happened the first time. Why he didn't take the first fight?
You know why he didn't take it? He wanted to test the water. Yo, look, fuck it. I'm gonna put it out there. You know why he didn't take it? Because he getting easy money. They playing the game.
Yeah, he getting easy money in his backyard.
Yeah.
I'm calling cap with it then. I'm calling cap, bro. I'm calling cap. Until Boots fight somebody worth fighting, he capping. I don't got nothing to say about Boots. Tell you, we all know he's a great fighter. Well, we think he's a great fighter. At least we think he has all these. We think he's a great fighter. But
don't know.
But until he gets in the ring with somebody that's actually a threat to him, then I can't give him that banner, bro. I can't do it. Like, just.
Hey, would I like to see the fight? Absolutely. I'd like to see Ennis Ortiz. But Ennis
hell yeah.
Ennis was making money in his backyard. And when it comes to money in boxing, I don't have nothing to say about that. It's just when you are on the elite status right now and people expectations are high, it would have been great for you to take that fight. Would have been your highest payday, especially coming off the Brian Norman situation where, y'all bailed out, or it was a money issue with Norman, them not taking 1.7, but yet y'all was feeding freaking Karen and Stanthionis more money, and y'all could have gave that to Norman Jr. I mean, it just don't make sense to me right now.
Yeah, Boots is an official ducker, bro. He ducked Crawford, he ducked Norman,
twice.
And
He ducked him twice. He ducked him twice.
So I'm like he getting a rep now as a duck, bro. Like I'm just saying, like until that changes, and it ain't that boogeyman stuff no more, bro, because people be calling them out now. So like,
yeah, listen, I'm gonna say this. I want to debunk something real quick from the executive standpoint. The fight that got put together with the 7-Eleven promotion guy, I don't think that was the official offer, man. I'm not gonna say no names on WCS's panel, but he know who I'm talking about.
I know 7-Eleven got beat up at 7-Eleven.
That fight, that Crawford offer, I don't think that was valid, man. From my sources at 7-Eleven promotion, I don't think there was ever any real terms. Listen, because in order to have a fight offer, you got to have terms. I don't think 7-Eleven promotions put the double big gulps and the chili Cheeto Fritos and all that in the contract, man. So I don't know about that Crawford offer, so I don't know, man.
So the Abenesian offer wasn't there either then, right?
If
you're going off that logic, you have to the Abenesian fight wouldn't have happened if there was no money there or they weren't trying to send out offers. I mean, like that. I mean, I feel what you're saying, but like, because I don't like bruh either. But the fact is, he did have a fight on BLK Prime, bro. Like that is facts.
Yo, Boots Ennis, like I said, the 7-Eleven promotion.
The 7-Eleven. I want to ask you a question real quick.
Yo, the 7-Eleven promotions guy never sent no terms and no contract for a BLK offer. Allegedly. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. Allegedly.
Okay, well, let me ask you this,
the thing with that one is though, Crawford, he called Espinosa and asked him about fighting Boots, and Espinosa told him, we not gonna go behind ESpence back and try and make that fight. So
yeah, that's true. Facts.
I'm gonna say this. Look.
Even if they didn't do it on BLK Prime.
Y'all speaking on Espinosa, right? Listen. Hold on. Espinosa is who? Espinosa was a Showtime executive. I don't think Espinosa was Bruce Ennis's manager. I don't think this is what people fall victim to. Espinosa is a lawyer, right? He was an executive with Showtime. I don't think he was in the handling Boots Ennis's career. He's not a promoter, nor was he Boots Ennis's manager. So I don't get where Espinosa, you know, I get it on YouTube. It sounds good, but what is his official title?
Without him,
No,
though.
no,
The fight's not gonna happen without him,
said,
bro.
Bosey said we
Hold on,
loyal.
Hey,
let me
one mic. Let Blue Hustle get in, and then you know, the next.
So what I was gonna say is this. So when the fight was presented to them, it was I guess he talked to Bozy Ennis. You see what I'm saying? And Bozy Ennis said that we will not take that fight because we are loyal to Showtime. That's why we're not going to take that fight.
No,
So
Bozy told them to holler at Steven Espinosa because he said we're loyal to Showtime because like this whole timeline right here, we can break it down because remember this is when Boots fought Karen the first time on the Tank Davis. He was the co-main event, right? Now if you remember, I believe Boots he did like a Zoom. He was doing like a interview on there, and they was asking about Crawford. He was on there. He was big teething too. He was woofing, talking about, oh yeah, I'll fight him in his living room. Not 3 weeks after that, they get a call with a proposal about, oh, well, you know, we got Crawford over here. You feel what I'm saying? We can get the fight for you. Crawford already told them, if y'all, I'll fight him. And he sent them a little message, and they reiterated the message to Bozy and them. Bozy and them said, get a hold of Espinosa. We loyal to Showtime. Now that
yeah, and that
of course that didn't materialize. You feel what I'm saying? But Crawford, he talked to Espinosa. This came out of Espinosa's mouth. Did nobody interview him? I mean, he was being interviewed, but this came out of his own mouth. He said Terrence Crawford got in contact with me on his own and asked me about fighting Jerron Ennis. And he said, we're not going to go behind Errol Spence back and make that fight. Because he was looking for Crawford and Spence to save his job at Showtime.
Now, Shaw, are you trying to be technical in saying that there was never any term sheet sent? I mean, if you're saying that, we could probably agree to that. But was the fight offered? Come on, bro. We it's pretty much clear the fight was offered, bro.
I'm speaking from the business standpoint. Yo, I can make you an offer right now, but if there's no term sent, how serious is the offer? You understand what I'm saying?
I can't send you a term sheet if you ain't accepting it.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting ready to say. If you don't accept the fight,
I'm gonna say it one more time, very remedial, right? People make
Bro,
offers every
don't be
day.
disrespectful.
Who's being disrespectful, homie? I'm talking to business. We can make an offer any time of the week, but if there's no term set, how serious is the offer? We talking boxing, right? What you talking about being disrespectful? That's why I don't like debating or talking
about
boxing.
Remedial. You talking about
we just having a boxing conversation.
Nah,
Ain't
yo,
no debate.
I'm being remedial. I'm breaking it down. Like, listen, what is the offer, Blue? What is the offer? I can make you an offer right now, but the offer ain't shit if I don't have no terms behind it. You understand?
Yeah, the terms.
So how's that being disrespectful, homie? How's that being disrespectful?
That wasn't Blue.
What I said,
That
what I was
wasn't Blue.
talking about, you said you had to break it down.
That wasn't me. Yeah, that wasn't me.
Whoever it was. How's that being disrespectful? I'm just breaking it down.
When you said I'm gonna break it down remedial for you guys, that means that
if you ain't talking, can you mute your mic? Because somebody got an echo.
If you have to break something down remedial to somebody, that means that they're not comprehending what you're saying. We comprehend what you're saying, bro.
That's all. Listen, I'm speaking from the business standpoint, so I guess you wasn't understanding. Like I said, an offer is an offer, but if there's no terms behind the offer, how serious is the offer?
Are we talking about for Ennis Crawford or what?
We just talking about period, because they talking about. He said I'm being disrespectful, talking remedial, so I'm just trying to point it out. Like, anybody can make an offer on anything, but if there's no terms behind that offer, how serious is the offer?
But you know, when it comes to the surface out here on social media, you know, when they say an offer, some people don't even think step B and C about the terms that go along with it. All they hear is offer. Oh, we made you an offer. We hear boxers say that all the time. We made you an offer. That's why people gravitate to it and run with it
all the time. It's just like Spence Crawford shit. Sign the contract. Sign the contract. Like, yo, dudes don't. And I wasn't being disrespectful when I was saying remedial. People lose sight of the real business side of this shit. Like, you can make any kind of offer all day long. If there's no terms to back that offer, you just talking. It's gibberish.
I feel what you're saying. Like, all I'm saying is that it was clear. It's clear that they were in touch about the fight. At least that's all we saying. And that they were in touch with each other about the fight. And Espinosa said that he wasn't going to go behind Spence's back. I don't know what paperwork, if any paperwork was drawn up. I know what was said, and that's all I can confirm.
Isn't this knows
it's
that
just,
Demetrius Andrade, all these guys? Espinosa is the fucking liar, man. Dude is a liar, man. He been lying that he ain't even in the.
Sean, my bad, bro.
He was signing fight. Remember, Boots was signed to him, but now Boots is with Eddie Hearns. And God knows where Demetrius Andrade is at. These are all guys that was supposedly exclusively signed to Showtime. We seen what happened with that, man.
Yeah, that was terrible, bro.
Yeah, right about that. I remember when Crawford got on the phone when he told Gillian Wallow to call Bozy when he announced that him and Spence was fighting, because like I said, that they was on there, they basically, riding for their guy and saying like you ain't gonna say Boots ducked you or didn't want to fight you. And that's when Crawford told him call Bozy. He liked to talk, and we seen the energy during that conversation. You feel what I'm saying? The terms thing I get. So if they didn't send no paperwork, but if somebody call you and say, hey, we got this fight on the line, and if Boots is signed to Showtime, or if he not per se, if he not, it make it look even more fishy in my opinion. Because if you're not signed to Showtime, you can say, hey, yeah, I'm willing to fight on that promotion. I'm fighting on Showtime anyway. We can give a startup company a chance. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if Crawford already fought on there. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing about that situation is, which is so intricate, is that nobody knew about it until the other guy that made content said something about it, because Bozy did an interview with Boxing Scene saying why won't Crawford fight us. So that's when he came out and and let everybody know that this happened behind the scenes. Nobody on YouTube knew anything about that situation until because he wanted to come out and basically expose Bozy and say like, hey, well, you did have a situation where Crawford was willing to fight you at, and you told us to get a hold of Espinosa. That's how that came to light on YouTube. Outside of that, didn't nobody know about none of that was going on.
Yeah, and another thing I want to throw in there too, if you don't show no interest in it at all, like you're not excited about it, you're not showing interest in it, you're basically saying, look, I'm on this road, I'm on this path right now, and if you want that to happen, you know, pretty much go holler at this person. To me, that sounds like there's no reason for sending it, because you just turned it down and you're his manager and his trainer. So it's like, okay, I got you. So they tried again. So it wasn't like they tried once, they tried twice. This is what was put out there. Now this is allegedly. You see what I'm saying? You're going off what somebody else is saying. That was behind the scenes. Sitting at the table. I mean, that's what it seemed like. He was sitting at the table with them. But
I mean,
I don't know.
and look, and even in regards to the Virgil and Boost things, right? Like, because in my opinion, both of them, they be ducking. You feel what I'm saying? Virgil, he just had an opportunity. He could have fought Bakram. Now now everybody crying about the IBF second day rehydration. You could have fought Xander Zayas. Everybody saying, oh, Xander, he ain't fought nobody. He got a belt, but he got a belt he got a belt at an early age. Virgil, you never been a full world champion. You feel what I'm saying? In none of the divisions that you've been in. So you can go over to Puerto Rico and bet on yourself and fight Xander Zayas. Like far as the situation with him and Boots, if I'm Virgil and I say, hey, I want this number, I mean, that's kind of realistic when you say, because the offers that was made beforehand, they was coming from Turkey Al Sheikh. And they had to be great numbers. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm Virgil, I'm looking like, damn, I know you the guy that everybody want me to I know you the guy that everybody want to see me fight. But I can't make that maximum amount of money unless you willing to dance with me. So if I miss that situation and that money that was on the line with that financer, and y'all want to finance the fight just between us and my promoter, y'all got to give me what I want. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And if Boots was willing to concede for Stanionis and concede for Karen to come over here and fight him in America to retain his IBF title at 147 when Eddie Hearn lost the purse bid, then you should be able to make that concession too to get this fight done because they both don't got nobody else to fight.
I got a question for the panel. Who's the A side in that fight? Boots or Virgil?
Yeah,
I mean, it really shouldn't even
It's
be no A
Virgil.
side. It should be a number. It should be a number, a guarantee number that a fighter say, hey, I'll get in the ring for this, and then they should go ahead and square it away. I mean, they should just let Turkey do the fight. To be honest, there ain't no A side or B side with Turkey. You feel what I'm saying? But just like I tell anybody else when we talk about this topic, Jerron Ennis, he's the only fighter that's signed a matchroom that hasn't participated in Rahad season.
you know,
I mean,
right?
is that by
On
coincidence
matches have
or?
participated
You
in
know why that?
those events.
I think it should be. I think it should be Ortiz, and the reason why I say Ortiz is because the simple fact is he's a champion, and Boots is moving up to 154. So he's had one fight at 154, and he does have a belt. But it's not a real belt though. So I mean, dang, that is crazy, man. When you think
I
about
mean,
it.
Boost he was unified and
Yeah.
lineal at
Hmm.
147 pounds, and he has shown that he can sell on the East Coast, even though the fight won't be hosted on the East Coast. You know, more than likely it'll probably be in Vegas somewhere, but he has shown that he can generate something on that side of the country. So I mean, I don't know. That's why I said I don't think it should be an A side or a B side. They should just get with Turkey, do it on Rahad season. But you know, I guess they putting this fight right here as the fight that's going to be able to save American boxing, which I don't particularly think that's the case. But if both of them want to get paid to go in there and rumble, get paid the most money, you get with Turkey and let them pay you to do the fight.
I'll
It's
go all the
really
way to
simple.
the sand bucket and do it.
Yeah, I would say this, man. I think it's great that I think it's a good idea what Turkey and the Zone came up with because the simple fact is no matter what, we all know when it comes to Turkey, there's a A side and a B side, but it's just pretty much like who's walking out first, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that with the pictures and everything like that, right? But when it comes to money, there's no A side no more because he's going to take care of both sides in that situation. He's just going to make
Yeah,
the
they
fight.
both gonna
He's
get
going to
paid. Yeah,
satisfy
they
them.
both get
Yeah, he's
paid.
just going to satisfy them. So therefore, that's why I said I think it's a good idea, and it makes them if y'all both going to get in the ring, and you know doesn't matter what it is. Y'all both got in the ring. Y'all both hyped it up, saying that y'all both want this fight. It is a good idea. You don't know, and it is true that if he was to go fight Earl Spence, let's say Earl Spence they really were talking behind the scenes about having that fight. Yes, he will make more money with Earl Spence, Virgil. But at the same
Hell yeah, he
token,
would.
that's not the fight that we want to see. That man is not acclimated to 154. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been fighting for a while. So yeah, just get this fight out the
Uh,
way and let's
so
make it
we
make
giving
sense,
boxers
man.
excuses now. We giving boxers excuses now. That's what we doing. We
No,
giving
I'm not
we
giving no
paying.
excuse. I'm saying that I want to see the fight between Virgil and Boots. Y'all got out there, did what
Virgil
y'all
and Boots.
did, and let's
If
see that fight.
Turkey do that fight, them boys gonna get paid. You seen? I don't know if
Yeah,
y'all seen when Brian Norman Sr. when he announced that they was doing that fight, and he told a little bit what was going on behind the scenes. The way his face lit up when he said they got that bag, that call about that number that they was getting.
yeah,
They said we ain't got to do no negotiating. Send it over right now.
hmm,
Right now, sign that before you forget.
yeah,
Yeah, send it
and
over
that,
right now. You feel what I'm
hmm,
saying? Devin Haney, he over there getting money with them boys. Send it over right now. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? We ain't got nothing to talk about. Send the money over right now. We'll
Hey,
be there.
yeah. So
yeah.
y'all don't think I'm kind of I would rather see the Boots and Virgil fight like the middle of next year after both of them try to get a belt, bro. Because I feel if both of them have a belt, it would generate so much more money and it would help up their careers. Like But we selfish, so we want to see it now. But I think that it would help both of them if they waited another 8 months, have a fight, both challenge a champion, win a belt, and then fight each other in the middle of next year. That would make way more sense than them fighting without belts.
You think so?
To me, it does. To me, it gives more excitement to me.
So
No, I get your point on that. Let me ask you this though: would you still be interested in the fight if one of them took a loss in between there?
Good point.
I mean, that's a good.
that's
I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
it.
it depends on the loss, though. It depends on the loss. It depends on
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it tall with you. That 154 pound, like you gotta. The way it's looking, might not nobody go undefeated in that gauntlet. Whoever, if you run that gauntlet undefeated, you a hell of a guy. You the HNIC. I promise you that. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't none but killers at 154. Nothing but killers up there. And it's all different type of fighters with all different type of styles. You feel what I'm saying? So
Xander, he probably the only one that he the weakest link in the chain. So I'll try to go for him first.
why you feel like Xander the
well,
weakest?
hold on. Look. I wanted to say this real quick though.
I mean,
I want to piggyback off what you said real quick. Because the simple fact is, I agree with both of y'all. See, but I think the fight should happen now while they're in their prime, just like what Green saying. If one of them take a loss, but see, it's about not even if they take a loss. What it is scheduling now, because they both can fight each other because they both had just had their fights around basically a week apart. So I would rather see them fight now versus have to see it strung out because you never know, especially with the promoters and with the business side, it can become harder for them to actually meet up in the future, or just not harder, but it could take a little bit of time. And so I wouldn't want to see that fight 2 years from now. I'd rather see that fight
I
now.
said the middle. I said the middle of next year. Both of them.
No,
Both
no,
of
no,
them
no, no. I'm
champion.
not saying what you're saying. I'm not going off that. When I'm just saying, just period. Just in general. I
Yeah,
just
because
don't
it
want
do
to
end
see
up
the fight.
stretching out like what you're
Yeah,
saying.
that's
Do
all
end
I'm
up
saying.
stretching out like that.
Yeah,
So like,
that's
yeah,
all I'm
I
saying.
feel what you're saying.
That's why I said I'd rather
He
see it
number
in a
one in the ring,
prime.
ain't
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he?
And I'd rather see that fight right now because
Virgil's the number one fighter at 154 pounds. So and that's with Xander having the belt. I'm pretty sure it'll change if he's successful and he unify with the German guy that he fighting January 31st. But yeah,
Mhm.
man, I mean that fight big enough now. It had already built traction, and I don't know. Like I said, everybody got a different perception. I don't know how did y'all perceive the face off when Boots hopped in the ring. Like Boots, he was kind of like joking around, showing he was real loose and vibrant. Virgil, he seemed kind of serious. Like I think he kind of took to heart that they were saying he was the duck. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so it kind of looked like Virgil a little. His energy was a little more focused, in my opinion, than Boost, because the word that he used when Boost had said, y'all been talking crazy, all this and that, Virgil, he used a key word. He said retaliation. I didn't expect him to use that word.
Yeah. Well, see, hey, look,
Retaliation.
hold on. Hey, can I ask y'all something? Did y'all feel like Virgil caught Boots and them off guard by the way he called them out?
No,
I felt
no,
like
no,
that.
no. I don't think he caught him off guard.
Yeah,
Well,
he could. Yeah,
They already
I
knew
think
Boost
it,
was coming in
just in
there.
yeah.
my
Booth
personal
should have been
opinion.
ready for that.
So look, just in my personal opinion, the way he said it, because he said it with like he said, yeah, and what's up? He's like, Boots, yeah, come on up here, man, get up in here. Like he said it, like just the way he said it. Because when Boots got in there, I felt like Boots was like, oh, okay, you want to call me out now? You want to act like you got big kahunas up there? So I think to me, just in my personal opinion, it felt like just from the beginning, it was like, oh, okay, now you feel like that. That's why he came at him the way he came at him. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, both of them, they had certain things that they wanted to address, and it was good that they got in each
Hmm.
other's presence and was able to address it. You feel what I'm saying? Virgil, he been called a duck. Then he saying once he got a certain offer, he said yes. Boots saying, okay, well, uh, I want to do this at 147. I want to put myself in the record books at 147, and then I'm gonna come up there. So then I'm gonna come to 154. So it's a whole lot of things that needed to be addressed, and they need to say it face to face without everything that's in between that's been going back and forth. No Robert Garcia, no Rick Meridian, no Bozy, no Eddie Hearn, no YSM or nothing like that. Face to face. You feel what I'm saying? We hollered the same way Spence and Crawford got it done. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's why at the end of the day, even though what happened to Errol Spence or whatever the case may be, he shook his hand and said, we gonna run that. Now it was long overdue, but he still was a man in his words. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect Earl for that, bro. Even though he got plummeted, you know what I'm saying. I'm still an Earl fan. I just knew I always been an Earl fan, bro. But like, I just knew he wasn't gonna beat Crawford. So like, it just people was mad about people that understood boxing. I don't understand why it was so difficult to see that Crawford was going to win. I just didn't see it. But
I mean, most of them they didn't want him to win because he like his style and his lifestyle. I believe at that point in time it wasn't a lifestyle that other people want to emulate. Like Errol Spence, like once he became the big fish, like his lifestyle, that was the lifestyle that people that can't live that life in real life. It was something that they can imagine and emulate. So the closest thing to it is to attach yourself to somebody that's doing it.
yeah,
But that
respect
that
that
don't
take.
that means absolutely nothing in the boxing ring whatsoever, as we saw.
If
That
Earl
means
Spence,
absolutely nothing.
if y'all had the opportunity, no, well, not the opportunity. If Earl Spence steps back in the ring, man, the person I would like to see him fight is Jamel Charlo.
I
That's what
want
I
to see
would
him
like to
fight
see him
one
fight.
time. I want to see him fight one time. I want to see him in one time go head up one
What,
time.
one time? Okay, I can dig that. But I'd rather see them two fight because that would still be a good fight. You know what I mean? I believe that would still be a good fight, most
Yeah,
definitely.
I think both fights will make will make some good money. I think both fights
Yeah.
will be like I wouldn't turn neither one of those fights down. Like I'll definitely
Mm-mm.
buy that fight. Like
See, one time been fighting though, he came back and fought. You know what I'm saying? So they haven't fought. Those two haven't fought in a while. So I think that would be the perfect time, so for them to fight. But who is going to be Earl? Have we figured out who Earl Spence's trainer is now?
Roy
So
Jones, bro. We was
yeah,
just
that,
Oh,
that,
talking
it's
yeah,
about
that,
that.
Roy.
that that's
That's
what
right. That's
that's
right.
what
I
they was
seen
talking
that. I
about
seen that.
earlier.
That is
Roy
right.
wanted
That
to
is
come
right.
down there and help him.
Huh?
That's what they
What'd
was
you say,
talking
sir?
about earlier. Roy said he willing to help him. Now I would assume that Roy is doing this out of the generosity and generosity of his heart because the last guy that was training Errol, he claimed he wasn't getting paid. So
That's
so
a
you know what
good
I'm saying?
point.
So
That is a good one right there. My
so
guy
He
I'm
got
said
he
sure
think
claim he
his
I'm
wasn't
sure
payday. He
Roy
didn't want to pay that nigga shit.
I'm sure Roy just doing this out of the goodness of his heart. You feel what I'm saying?
Man,
Hey,
see,
that's a
he
good
doing
point,
charity
my guy.
work. He said he
Gosh
doing
darn
charity work, bro. He got to do some community service or something, bro. He done got in
it.
trouble.
Uh, uh,
He
hey,
got to
that's
pay off some
real,
tickets.
man.
He got to pay off some tickets, doing some community service now, bro. That's crazy.
Hey,
The
that's
judge,
crazy. Hey, but that's
the
real
judge
though.
got to.
Look. I think Earl's gonna take care of him because he don't want it. He don't want that backlash again, man. Especially you coming back for a couple of fights. You don't want that backlash. Like that's yeah. You don't want that. Man. You don't want to come back and only have like a 1 to 2 fights, and the next thing you know, it comes out after you get through with your fights. Well, this man, or in the middle of your fights, man, this man ain't paying me either.
If you think Roy Jones ain't gonna have a contract in front of his face, bro, to get paid, man, he
I
ain't
mean,
going
look,
off of no
I swear that's what I'm
off
saying.
the
Like Roy
buddy
might Roy
system,
might just
off
be
the
doing it
buddy
out the
system.
goodness of his heart. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like
Put the contract gonna be in front of his face so
they gonna
fast,
have to
bro.
have two camps. It's gonna have to be be a soul searching. This basically like Rocky after he fought Clubber Lane the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna have to find his soul, and then the next camp. Then that's when we work on the game plan and certain things we gonna fix and how you gonna go in there and mix it up. This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, hold on. Can I switch it up just a little bit, man? Because I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Y'all know who one of my favorite fighters is, man. Shakur Keo, man. What is going on with that, man? It's official. January what? 21st, 29th. January 29th.
Bro, how do we know you was gonna bring Shakur up at some point in this conversation? We knew
You know
at
I
some
got to.
point you was
Hey,
gonna
look,
bring
I got
Shakur ass
to.
up,
I'm
bro.
excited, bro. I'm excited.
We all like Shakur, bro. We all like Shakur.
Hey, look, I'm excited though, bro. He's getting that fight. He's getting the exposure he needs, man. Hopefully,
He finna
it
beat your ass. He finna beat
facts,
your
man.
ass, bro.
Facts, facts,
He
facts.
finna beat your ass.
Man. I can't wait to see that fight too. That's gonna be another good fight too, because both of them got skills, man. But I'm going for Shakur on that one. Put on
Yeah,
a boxing clinic.
that's a good fight skill wise for sure. That's definitely a good fight skill wise.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we all know Shakur is the better technical boxer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like technically sound. That man's a machine. His power just is suspect. It's suspect, man.
No, see, so hold on. What everybody's been saying, what the actual boxers have been saying, he has respectable power. It'll keep you honest. You see what I'm saying?
A
He
baby
got
has
power that'll keep
respectable
you honest.
power.
No,
I mean, a
let's not
baby.
do that, man. That's messed up.
My
That's messed
4-year-old
up.
daughter could knock me out if I'm on my knees and she hit me in the right spot.
Oh man, that's messed up, man.
I'm just saying, bro. Like respectable power. What does that mean? You talking about like Floyd Power in the latter days of his career, where his hands was all messed up.
Oh
Because
man. Well, hopefully them hands is healed properly.
man, he gonna need some. What is that? Is that me? Nah, that wasn't me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's green, bro.
Nah. I don't know if it's green. Hold on. It ain't me.
It's green.
Say something. Oh,
It's green, bro. He's on me right now.
dude. But yeah, man. Look, I think that fight's gonna be a good fight. I think that Shakur, he's gonna put off, like I said, a boxing clinic. I think TL. Um, I think this is, to be honest with you, I think this is a good year of boxing, man. A good, very, very good year of boxing, man. This year it's gonna have some really good. We can say we got some good fights this year. Not, in 2020, the end of the year, towards the end of the year, you know what I'm saying? Because we've had the Bud fight, we about to have the Brian Norman fight, we about to have um about to have what other fight that was significant? Um,
I don't think there's nothing else. You got the Shakur fight. That's
no, but
that's
that's
the
in
rest of it.
January. That's the beginning of January, so that's
I'm saying,
2026.
for the next 3 months, that's what we got.
Yeah. Um,
Like,
It's boxing is in a good place right now. People are trying to say it's hurting, but it really isn't, man. It really
where
isn't.
is it
It's in a
hurting
good place.
at? Turkey put boxing back on the map. They crazy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that man, Turkey has spent probably $1 billion with these fighters right now, bro. Like, especially with the Crawford Canelo fight, bro. Man, all the promotion, that man spent buku bread.
Yeah, he gave what Canelo 400 million, pretty much. Well, he
Bro.
hasn't yet. Well, pretty much, but he's got what, two more fights? Two more
Yeah,
fights.
it was people out there really believing Crawford made $10 million for the fight, bro. There was people really believing that. Like,
Yeah, I didn't believe that. When he said that on that interview, he was laughing about it. He was joking, chuckling about it. So I just think, how fighters are. And Crawford, he'll play that
why
game
take?
with you if he feels like it.
I mean, why would they why would they latch onto that when he was on there with Shannon Sharp, and Shannon Sharp said 50 million, and Crawford kind of nodded, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and smiled and laughed at that too. So like they
Yeah.
took the 10 instead of the 50. Like, they just do anything to discredit the man, bro. I don't understand it. I don't see
And,
why why would Crawford take less to fight Canelo than he took to fight Spence. That doesn't make sense. It makes no
and
sense.
remember this, Hank. Remember when Bud was going back and forth with Tank, and Tank was making 40 million for his fight, and they put it.
Yeah.
They're both talking about it. He said, "Well, this fight coming up, talking about the Canelo fight." He said, "I'll be making more than you." So it was a 50. It's always been a 50.
Bro, like people is just people try to find the negative in things, bro. Why ain't they happy that good brother getting some good bread out there, man? Any man out there getting some bread, man, you good. You good in my eyes. Oh, and
Yeah,
Shy, it was no hard feelings, Shy, bro. We good, man. And no disrespect. I didn't think he was trying to disrespect us, bro. I hope you didn't feel like I was disrespecting you either, brother. Um. Anyway, uh,
yeah. No
but
disrespect taken at all, family.
so
Keep grinding
so
and getting your money, my guy. For real, for real.
so so who you going with? Ortiz or Boots?
Dang, that's a good question. I'm gonna say it like this, man. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Ortiz. Yeah, I'm going with Ortiz. I think that if Boots get clipped, people say that he has, that he can take a punch, which is fine. But if Boots gets clipped, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I
Bro,
don't. I think Boots is gonna have to box Virgil, and I think that he can box. But have we really seen Boots really box? Usually we see him like he'll get in there, but he just I don't know. He throws a
man,
lot of power in his punches, bro. He throws a lot of
man,
power in every punch.
they talk about Top Rank having the best matchmaker, bro. Boosie is the best matchmaker in the history of boxing, bro. He ain't had, but he just overwhelms all his opponents because they're sorry, bro. Like they was,
Every
bro.
he got 35 prospects. Is that what you saying?
Bro, bro. He got handed the belt from Crawford, bro. He got handed the belt
Yeah,
from
yeah.
handed the belt from somebody he was scared to fight, right? And then so I was gonna touch on this earlier, right? So
Hmm.
besides all the all the contract talk and all that, right? Boots could have got his mandatory shot and turned that down and went to go fight Spence.
Yeah, he
So
did. He did. He did.
so like
Well, they
that proves
knew.
right there that he didn't want no part he didn't want no pick because he could have stayed in both sections and bodies, bro. Like he didn't have to just choose one. Like, he wasn't the champion. He
No
could have stayed in
Kansas.
both sections and bodies.
Yeah.
What
Well,
he said he didn't
Boots,
want to pay the
Bozy.
sanctioning fees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah, right.
Bozy, I thought Bozy said that he didn't want that. Dang, my daughter made me forget my train of thought. I'm trying to tell her not to stop doing something. Punky, can you do that? Okay.
He wasn't ready for that fight anyway, bro. Like everybody knows it, and he ain't ready for it now. So like, I wouldn't even. I don't even know why people even bring Boots and Crawford's name up together anymore. Like they're on two
Yeah, that
different
shouldn't sell. That ain't
planets.
happening. That ain't
And I
happening because
wouldn't.
Boots has to do whatever, not do whatever, but he has to pretty much move at the beat of Crawford. He can't, he's either gonna have to move up to 160 or 168 just to be able to have that fight.
Yeah, and he wanted to have a tune-up fight just to get to 54, right? So to
Hmm.
go up two weight classes, he gonna have like four tune-up fights. I mean, like the fight's not realistic to ever happen because if he had to have a tune-up to fight a champion at 54, which none of those champions are as good as Crawford. So how would he move up to 68 and not have a tune-up, not get acclimated to the weight like he says he has to do, and think he can go fight the champion there?
Well, Bud ain't gonna wait for him to have a tune up for either
Yeah,
160 or 168 period.
yeah, it's
Bud's not
not
gonna
gonna
sit
happen,
there
bro.
and yeah, Bud's not gonna sit there and be like, yeah, man, take a tune up. You know what I'm saying? I'm with it. No, he don't
Yeah,
got. He ain't doing.
he
He
don't
don't got to
got
do
time for
that.
that.
Period.
He ain't got
Mm,
no, he ain't got time for that, bro. He getting too old, bro. Like he don't have time
yeah.
to wait for Boots to have three fights and then fight him after after Crawford's over the hill. Like fight him when he's 43
Hmm.
years old, bro. Like no, we ain't doing that. Like
Well,
it'll
that's
be
why.
another
Now
Errol
you
Spence
guys,
situation, bro.
everybody knows, man. Everybody knows. I've been saying, Bud's gonna go to middleweight, and he's gonna go for his fourth undisputed. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna knock it out. within 2 to 3 fights. And that's what I've been saying, 2 to 3 fights.
Yeah.
And
So I
it's
think
2
it's two
now.
fights. Two
Yeah,
fights,
it's 2
yeah.
now.
It might
Yep,
be
it's 2
one. It
fights
might be
now.
one, bro. It might be
Nah,
one,
that's
bro.
too much time. He's gonna have to fight right now. He could fight somebody right now. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
he's already
yeah.
out. He already moved up to 168. All he has to do is lower his weight down. You know what I'm saying? Just eat a little bit different now, and then basically you fight Adonis, and then fight Janabek, or
I mean,
the winner
man,
between Laura
yeah,
and
we
Janabek.
know.
Yeah,
You
we
said
know Janabek should win, but still, no matter what, you
I'd
don't
rather see
know
him
until
fight
the fight
Laura
happens.
though. I would like the Laura
What?
fight better because
No, I think
I,
for legacy wise, I'd rather see him fight Janabek for legacy wise.
Yeah,
Laura.
I don't know if Janet back on him and Laura. That's a 50-50 fight right now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because
Man,
You
yeah,
think so? You think
I know
so?
Laura
A
gonna win.
50-50 fight for real?
Yeah,
I
hell
watched
yeah.
Janet back last fight.
Okay.
He didn't look too intimidating. I mean, obviously he a big 160 pounder, but he ain't nobody that's just like over devastating. I mean, he could punch. He is
Yeah.
southpaw, but he fought one of Bo Max fighters before. I forget the
Mm-hmm.
guy. He ended up stopping him. But so Bomac and them, they used to, they kind of familiar with his style
Thank you.
or whatever the case may be. But
Mm-hmm.
Laura, only thing is it's the inactivity for Laura and him being an older guy. But if he honing in on his health and he keeping himself sharp or whatever the case may be, then I got that a 50-50 fight. I think probably the more tougher fight probably would be Carlos Adames. If Bud fight Carlos Adames first and get the WBC belt. You feel what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I think that'll probably be the more difficult fight because Carlos Adames, he can box, he can bang. Um, he can switch stances too. A lot of people they don't be talking about that. He switches. He go from southpaw to orthodox too. He didn't look so good in that fight against Terrell Goucher, but Terrell Goucher he's a solid fighter. But I thought he beat Hamza Shiraz. I thought they gave
I did too.
Shiraz some.
Yeah, I did too. I did too.
I
I'm
thought
with
they
you.
gave him grace and mercy for sure because he won a turkey guy, so they definitely
Yeah.
gave him grace and mercy.
Yeah, that's who Turk want to get a fight to. You know, that's who Turk want to give Crawford to, bro. Like he want that so bad. He probably
Yeah,
want to give.
I even remember the fight. Turkey went over there and told Ham Shiraz like you down, like you feel what I'm saying, like. So I'm like, so yeah, I think out of 160, that'd probably be the most difficult fight.
Man, I hope. I mean, that would be nice if Bud could do a clean sweep with the two fights. Because two fight that would be he said he only wanted to do a few more 2 to 3 more fights. So that would be perfect. Now if the stars align like that, bro, I would give money just so I could I would take less money just so I could do it in Omaha, bro. Even though I know the other person wouldn't want to do that, they probably wouldn't do that. But the send off fight to end his career, bro, in Omaha, that would be dope, bro. That would be dope because how excited how exciting the boxing world would be if he really had a chance to get undisputed 4 times, bro. Like that'll be the talk of every boxing circle for the whole time that it's happening, bro. Like that gives me goosebumps right there just thinking about thinking about the prospects of that situation, man. Anyone on the hello? Blue. No, I ain't talking to myself. Hello? Wicked word.
Yeah, I think he thought he went on mute.
Okay. He went on me. I'm here talking to myself right now, bro. Let me start reading some of these chats, then, man. Let's see what they talking about in the chat, man. Let's to the chats we will go.
Man, I thought
No.
y'all was goddamn running the show, big dog. Goddamn.
I'm going to I'm trying to get to the comments right now, man.
Hey, you gotta
What?
be able to freestyle it, man.
I'm looking at Bram. Oh, that's Bram. That's
You
Bram
know
in
what
the
I'm
chat.
saying? Yeah, Bram. Hey, Bram, why don't you click the link, man? Cause
Hey, Bram.
Oh yeah, Brand. Let me holler at you, Brand.
hey, why don't you click the link for some
Hey, Bram, you
cordial
the same one talking
conversation?
about Crawford gonna lose to Canelo, all this and that. Like, oh, man.
Bram, hey, click the link, bro. You see the link in there, man. Click the link.
And
We just
Bram,
want
you
to
out
talk
of
to you,
pocket,
man.
man. You out of touch, man.
For real, click the link, bro.
Nah, he ain't finished the link, bro.
Bram, he went on a little campaign talking about he tried to break it down so analytical and philosophical. I don't think he gonna be able to do this. I don't think he gonna be able to do that.
Who?
Bram.
Talking about who? Who was he talking about?
He was talking about the Crawford and Canelo fight, talking about Bud
Yeah.
not gonna be able to do this. Bud not gonna be able to do that, man. Stop it, man.
I told Bram, I told him it was gonna look easy. He was like, "Man, it's not gonna be like this, the Spence fight." I'm like, "Bro, it's gonna look easy, bro." He didn't believe it. I ain't want to believe it. But the fact of the matter is that Crawford is who we said he was. And now, you hear all the excuses they got now, bro. Old. He beat an old Canelo, even though he's younger than Crawford. I mean, like, bro, this is crazy. The excuses they make up for after Crawford wins is crazy, bro. Like,
We all know Bud said that was going to happen, and we all knew it. We all said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But Bud spoke on that over and over,
Hey,
saying that
look,
was going to happen.
look. When you start breaking that down, first off, he just beat the first undisputed super middleweight champion in the Fort Bell era. Then he beat him after coming off multiple successful undisputed title defenses, and he beat a guy that got $150 million, that got unlimited resources to fund the best camp possible, and he went in there and he made the shit look fairly easy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't. It's just a different type of class and approach to, when it's time to get in that ring. Like, come on, man. Like, and shit. How many endorsements did Canelo have during that fight? He had what? Dior,
yeah,
Amiri.
bro.
Like, come on, man.
That man had a lot of. He still got a lot of them,
walking in the
don't
ring with
Yeah, that's
Mexico
what
on
I'm
his
saying.
back.
It's
Hey,
so much
bro,
on the line for Canelo
beer on his
not to lose to a smaller guy. You feel what I'm saying?
he?
It's so much on the line for Canelo not to go in there and lose to a smaller guy. You feel what I'm saying? So whereas it should be, in hindsight, basically easy for him to go in there and impose his will on him. But the thing is, though, he just couldn't do it, and he couldn't even dig deep down inside to find it to do it. And I think that's the most telling thing about the fight, because you could see it in Canelo. He was frustrated, and once his frustration came down a little bit, he tried to hone in on all that experience, all the Gennady Golovkin fights, all the Austin Trout fights, the Miguel Cotto fight, the Amir Khan fight, all of that stuff from the past that he tried to pull from to get him past that point at the present at that specific time. It couldn't work. Didn't work at all. Not even the experience of being in there with Floyd Mayweather. It didn't work. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, to try to think that it was going to work, thinking it was going to be like a Floyd Mayweather fight would have been ridiculous, because Crawford has way more power than Mayweather at that point in his career, at least. Way more power than Mayweather had when he was 38. So, like, I don't even see why he would even think that was going to be it wasn't even a similar fight. Like, it was not similar at all.
Two different fighting styles. Yeah, two different fighting styles.
Yeah, because the experience it come from you being in there, because there ain't. I mean, that was that was a big stage, but prior to, he had never been on no stage bigger than being there with somebody like Floyd Mayweather. And then but this is the thing, though. This happened on Mexican Independence Day. Not so
Yeah,
not only do you got the experience of having 62, 63 professional, well, no, it's not, what, 67 professional fights. You got the whole energy of your company, the whole energy of your country, and all your countrymen there rooting you on. You see the flag decor in the crowd, and you still can't get the job done. That says a whole lot about the fighter that you fought that night and was defeated by. It says a whole lot.
And Canelo said, man, I tried everything. I couldn't beat him, bro. Like, he was solid about it. He didn't make no excuses, bro. He was just like, man, I couldn't beat him. It is what it is. Like, what else can you do? He said, I try my best. I try my best. I couldn't do it.
And they can't use that. Oh, Canelo's washed up. Like, Canelo just packed out like 3 dudes that was way younger than him. Even though they didn't have the experience or the skills, but it's just they have the benefit of being youthful and less wear and tear. Well, maybe not Jaime Munguia. Maybe not Jaime Munguia, because Jaime Munguia always called Boots the Black Jaime Munguia, because until Derevchenko and Canelo, Jaime Munguia had like 40-some fights and had fought nobody.
Right, facts, and was champion twice. And was champion twice.
Until he fought. Well, the Gabriel Rosado fight, but you know, Gabriel, he's just the guy that they sent in there just to see if you tough or not, I guess, or whatever the case may be. But prior to that, he wasn't in there with nobody that anybody knew. He just had a crazy record. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody like, okay, that's cool. But all them guys was younger than Canelo. And Canelo dropped them guys. He dropped Charlo, dropped Jaime Munguia, dropped Edgar Berlanga. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't do that to Terrence Crawford. It says a lot. A guy who hadn't fought in over a year.
If you look back at both the fights with Charlo and Crawford versus Canelo, I think the major part that Canelo lacked was his heart, bro. If he would have went in there and boxed a smart fight, it would have at least been close. Like, it's sad the way he went out, bro. Like, I can't, like, I still have respect for little Charlo, bro, but man, I can't respect how he went out like that, running around the ring. Like, now that was some real Tom and Jerry shit, bro. Like, that don't make no sense.
No, I mean, he thought, he just went for the bag, man. So when he got in there and felt that power, he knew what it was. He said, okay, well, I'm just gonna survive, and that's what he did. You know, he checked out. He checked out as soon as he got hit. He was like, oh, okay, hold on. You ain't gonna knock me out, homie. You ain't gonna knock me out, player. I'm just gonna survive and get my check. You ain't knocking me out, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why you gotta understand. When he made all that money, so a lot of times, a lot of people are wondering, like, why is Charlo coming back? You know, and the reason why is because he's expecting a certain amount of money. You got to pay him more now. You just fought Canelo.
Nah, hell no,
See
bro.
what I'm saying?
No, not with that performance. You cannot pay him anything more. What with that? Like,
I mean, but you got to see he went undisputed. You know, moved up, went up there and fought. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, he still get a bag. That was his first loss, bro. Second loss.
Bro, he shamed himself though, bro. Like, he didn't just lose, bro. He said, bro, he lost and said he did it for the culture after he just ran. Made us all look bad, bro. No.
No, I understand, but for the business side, he's still getting paid. He's still getting paid for the business side.
Who's asking to see Charlo?
PBC has to pay him. That's what I'm trying to say. PBC has to pay him to put him back in the ring. So they don't have that kind of money. So that's the reason why.
PBC done, bro.
You
He
see what
got to
I'm
go to
saying?
Turk to get any money right now. PBC is not.
See what I'm saying? That's
fighters,
why he came out there on his hands and knees groveling, talking about, man, you know, Bud is a good fighter, man. He's the best. You know what I'm saying? Man, oh my gosh, he's so good. You know what I mean? And you know, he did his thing, and you know, I think that'd be the best fight right now, just me and him. You know what I mean? That'd be the best fight out right now, because you know, I'm a knockout artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right, bro.
That's
like,
one of his favorite. That's one of his favorite sayings.
It's a piece of complete and utter disappointment, bro. Like, Like because if you think Canelo did him bad, Crawford gonna dog walk him, bro. Like he don't want that fight,
Crawford
bro.
gonna knock him out. Crawford gonna knock him out, man. He gonna put them paws on him.
Like, bro,
That's just
like
my
man,
personal opinion. I stand on that.
Bro, Canelo was gonna get. I mean, Charlo never had a chance at 47, 54, 60, 68, 120. It don't matter, bro. He can't whoop Crawford in his sleep, bro. Like I used to really like. I used to really dig Charlo, bro. When he went undisputed, I really respected it. But I mean, I can't respect what he did in the ring against Canelo, bro. Like that, I can't get that stain that picture out of my brain, bro. Like if Castillo would have been his it was Castillo, right? That he got undisputed with, right? Castillo.
He got
if that would have
his
been
his last fight that he
yeah,
got the undisputed. I don't
it
know.
was
I don't
Castillo.
remember. I think it was, but
I
I
think it
don't
was
remember. I can't recall it.
Brian Castano. Brian Castano.
Castano. I said
Okay,
Castillo. Castano. Okay, yeah. So Castano. If that would have been the last picture in my brain of Mel, I would be like, hell yeah, I want to see that fight. But he changed my whole opinion in one fight, bro. Like, man, he changed my whole opinion about it. Like, no, he didn't have no heart, bro. Like, at least Wilder, right? Even when he was in losing situations, he went out on his back, bro. Like he was not. He showed he had heart, bro. Like I'd rather see somebody go out on their back than cower or cower for 8 rounds, bro. Like that's crazy. You know, nah, bro. And you can tell, the whole the demeanor of both the fighters too. When you think about it, like Mel was just so happy to be in the situation. Crawford was like, "Nigga, this is not you're not higher than me right now. We about to fight, bro. Like I'm not giving you all this super extra affection and acting like you God out here, bro. I'm finna beat your ass." And Charlo just couldn't muster up to any time to say anything negative about Canelo, bro. Canelo is he make it like, bro. The fight went exactly how the press conferences went.
Yeah, he was happy to be there, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said he was one of his. He said he looked up to Canelo. You know what I mean? So he was starstruck. You know,
bruh, I'm not telling no man I'm finna fight. I'm not finna tell no man I'm finna fight. I look up to you, bro, because that's why he was looking up at him, because he looked up to him, bro.
Yeah, he changed his energy up crazy, because if you go back 8-9 years ago, them niggas was talking crazy about Canelo. I'm talking, they was talking crazy about Canelo. Him and his brother Jamel. I mean,
Talking
Maul,
reckless.
they was talking reckless about Canelo. So Canelo, he was thinking he was gonna get that same energy from him, but he didn't. He was nice as hell when he seen Canelo.
look when you look, he was hungry back then. You see what I'm saying? He got up in the boxing game, got the experience. They started learning the business for what it was, and he said, "Oh, okay. I actually have the opportunity to fight Canelo. Hey man, Canelo,
No,
you know, you my boy,
what
and
it
let me
is?
go ahead and get this money out of it." He got, you know, when you get so used to having that money, you become spoiled in a way, some fighters.
No,
And
what it is? This just like this YouTube stuff. Niggas be talking crazy until they actually see a nigga in real life. It's like, oh damn, like this shit. Like, now this shit gotta go to something. Or everything that I was saying, I gotta stand on it now. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
that could
that's
be
all
it too,
that is,
most
because
definitely.
he finally got in front of Canelo and see, okay, yeah, and he a full-fledged 168 pounder. See, the thing between them and Crawford is preparation, and it's the mindset to your craft. Crawford made sure, I'm gonna go up there and fight him on his terms with no clauses, but I'm gonna make sure my body in shape to be able to go in there and handle it. You feel what I'm saying? And perform in
For
my normal capacity. You feel what I'm saying?
took a
Yeah,
whole year off on them niggas to do it.
Jermel, he didn't think that, because alongside the money, he just want to go in there and say, hey, because just like you said, hey, whether I win or I lose, the next fight I got after this, you got to pay me. You feel what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got
I'm
to
saying,
take.
but I mean, but I don't think it's working out like that, bro. Because I don't see nobody that's gonna want to pay him $10 million to get in the ring to fight anybody other than like a Crawford, or I can see him doing it for like Spence and Charlo. That would be that he can make some good money doing that,
That's why I
or
said
something
that's
like
the
that,
best
bro.
fight for
But
them right now. They
he
both are inactive
begging
fighters.
for a fight right now. You see,
Yeah.
he was at the Ortiz fight, like he blew down on Boots.
I think he can make some good money fighting Boots too, though. I think he'll beat Boots for real.
I think that'd be a good fight right
This
there.
thing with
That's
Virgil
a
and
good
Boots
fight.
is
I
so
wouldn't mind
crazy
seeing.
though, man. It's so crazy with Virgil and Boots because it's like Eddie Hearn. They were like, because when he was right with Boots, he was talking crazy. Right after the Lima
Leave it
fight,
alone.
he can't nobody beat him. He dominates. He stops all of them. Now we see Eddie at the Subaru Matias and Dalton Smith press conference. Well, Virgil, he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. He's definitely he's no slouch at all. You feel what I'm saying? We just want to fight him because he's the best. You feel what I'm saying? Like he changed, like depending on who he
Pick
around,
it up.
he changed everything up, man. You feel what I'm saying? So and then
Yeah.
then he was saying, okay, these guys is pricing themselves out, okay, whatever the case may be. That's cool, but they already know that the zone done already told Oscar and them, y'all can't fight Errol Spence on this platform. You feel what I'm saying? The fight that we hoping to be made is between you and Jerron Ennis, but it take two to tango because one person can't have a toe in and the rest of the foot out. You feel what I'm saying? That go for both parties. So now everybody throwing them names around. Now even Eddie was just throwing them around, talking about, oh, well, he could fight Bakram, or we could fight the winner of Xander Zayas, or and Barao, or who else he said? Oh, and then he mentioned Jermell Charlo too. But
Yeah, he was throwing names
you
out there.
wasn't just saying
Yeah.
that though. You was just saying that y'all like Virgil Ortiz or nobody else.
Yeah, and they changed their energy. That's what kind of that's I didn't like. I don't like that. How they
But
changed
see,
their energy just
both
from
both parties
walking out the ring, going
been
to the
doing it.
locker room, huh?
Both parties been doing it though. You feel what I'm saying?
No,
Like
no, 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 no.
it was
Yeah, I
like
agree with you
one guy
100%,
just
100%. But to do it that quickly, brother, like, come on, Ring Ring, you know that's messed up. You go from the ring, just getting in a fight, right? Then all of a sudden you do that long walk to the ring, to the locker room, and then you leave the locker room and go sit down at some tables, to the presser, and then next thing you know, you sit there, switched up the energy. Bro,
Hey, hey,
that's too much for me, bro.
hey,
That's what I was
what you
like,
think
man, because
about?
it makes it hard to defend them, bro. Like you just flip flop that quick. You just switched up that quick to say, well, I'd rather fight. No, and I understand, your people are in your ear as soon as you go back over there, and they're telling you, look, you're going to make more money right now if you fight Earl Spence, which I understand. You see what I'm saying? You'll make more money. Look what you just did. We're gonna get more money. Fight this man, and you can fight him in, after that fight maybe, or a couple fights after that.
Oh,
But
no, hold
nah, I
on.
don't want to see that.
What you? So what do you
That's the
you
only.
think Errol Smith could pull that off? You think Errol Smith could make a comeback and pull it off against the young
Earl
lion
Spence.
Ortiz?
Earl
hell
Spence
Ortiz?
said
no.
he don't do tune-ups. Hold on. Earl Spence says he don't do tune-ups. We all know that. So
Nah,
I,
it,
he can't beat Virgil Ortiz, man.
look,
This is just my opinion, right? And like I said, this is my opinion because I watched the fight against with Jerron Ennis and Lehman because before then I had Boots beating Virgil Ortiz before that fight, but I seen him fight Lubin, and the thing that I seen him do once he got Lubin on the ropes, prior to the way he was, he was moving. It was educated pressure. It wasn't dumb pressure like how he did when he fought Sergey Bobatek. He was just running in there trying to firefight, and that's how he got that. That's how he ended up getting caught them two times he
Yeah,
got
that's
dropped.
facts.
You
That's
feel what I'm
facts.
saying?
Yeah,
The
for sure.
pressure, it was
yeah,
educated, and
Yeah.
it was messing with Lubin to the point where Lubin he had to get his back up against him. And then when Virgil got him over there, once he ripped that high guard and hit him with the right hand, he shifted over to the side and did that. That's some shit that Ben Rodriguez do when he fight. But it makes
Yeah.
sense because they
That's
both got the
facts too,
same
Green
trainer.
Ring.
yeah.
So Robert Garcia, he actually teaching Virgil Ortiz footwork, how to close the distance on guys that can box. if he fighting like that, that's gonna be a difficult fight for Jerron Ennis, because Jerron Ennis,
Green preaching right now.
you said
See,
what?
that's
I said Green preaching right now.
that's what.
I'm just giving my analysis from
Nah, you
the
giving a
fights
good
that I've seen.
analysis though. You giving a
Because
good analysis though, for real.
Boost is a great outside fighter, mid range. Boost is not an inside fighter at all. If you watch any of Jerron in his fights, when somebody fighting him on the inside, he gets uncomfortable and he looks for the ref to break the fight up. He's not an inside fighter. Virgil Ortiz is. Virgil, he like to punch you in the liver, punch you on the bottom of your elbow. He like to break you down. But what I seen from him in this fight against Erickson Lubin, he actually was moving his feet. And he closed the distance in a moment's notice instead of just running in there and with his head down, blind behind the high guard. You feel what I'm saying? So I got it 50-50 right now. If they fight right now, either one of them can win. Whoever got the better game plan gonna be the man to win.
Yeah, that's so when he fought, okay, so when Virgil fought Madrimal, I saw that then. You see what I'm saying? That's when I was like, okay, he's cutting off the ring, he's doing certain things, he's taking a fight, he's coming in being calm, he's not getting getting excited, because he sees what's going on. He basically he was very persistent, and he showed that he was determined that I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna cut this ring off, and I'm gonna take whatever you give me. So that's the reason why I said what I said earlier. I feel like Boots will lose to Virgil. You see what I'm saying? Because I think that Virgil is a little bit better than what people say, like especially with his feet. He knows how to cut the ring off. In my personal opinion, he does a good job of cutting off the ring to get the job done.
I don't
So
understand. The only thing about Virgil I don't understand is, man, how he's still a contender, bro. Like, he should have been a champion by now, bro. This is ridiculous. I mean, he done took all kind of step aside money, and it's crazy, bro.
health issues too. You know what I mean? Health issues too.
Man, I'm just saying though, bro. If you trying to have a boxing career, bro, like he should. I mean, he could have. I believe he could have got a belt at 47. You know what I'm saying? By now, if he was still at 47, he definitely would have a belt right now. And at 54, he should be able to get a belt, bro. It's tough at 54 right now though, for real. Like Gregory said earlier though, it's gonna be tough for any one of them people to get out of that thing alive, bro, without getting scathed with one of them L's, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I feel the same way too. I feel that's why I said with Boots. I think Boots is gonna get a loss at 154 if he fights everybody. So I think that that's just my personal opinion. Doesn't mean it's true. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are gonna probably say that I'm hating on Boots like that, but I'm not saying
Well,
I'm
that's a
hating on
good
Boots.
loss
What it is?
though, bro. That's a good loss. Like, I mean, like I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because the
yeah.
fighter
Because when you're
lose,
being fed, when you're being spoon fed, it is a good loss. You know what I'm saying? Because it forces you to come back to the drawing board and say, look, I don't want that food no more. I want something different. Don't show
yeah,
out, go in there and go
you
through
said
some
food,
adversity.
man. That nigga still drinking milk, man. He ain't
Yeah,
ain't no hard food yet.
no,
He's
he eating baby
drinking milk.
food, bro. He's getting fed by food. That's why I said baby food. I'm talking about
That
baby
boy,
food,
he
bro.
ain't had no
You know
steak
what I'm
yet.
saying?
He ain't
That's what I'm saying.
name a legacy fight he done fought, bro. Come
No,
on,
he
man.
ain't. We
Like,
know you can't. Come on, we all know that. We know you
I'm
can't
just
do that.
saying, bro.
The man.
Like,
That's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. I don't see what a lot of people, the Boots fans, see. And they can make me a believer. Boots can make me a believer, but right now it's not happening. I feel
hold
like
on.
Virgil.
Are you saying that you don't see his athletic ability? Are you serious, bro? Like
No, I see
he's
that.
a
I
super
see his
athlete.
athletic ability. I see his athletic ability.
That's
Yes,
what
I
they
do.
talking about.
100%.
That's what they talking about. His athletic ability. Like, I mean, what else
No,
could
they
they be
trying to
talking
make it
about?
look like they trying to make it look like he could beat everybody. If you say Boots can beat that's what they say, brother. That's what they say. Boots can beat Canelo. Boots can beat Bud. Boots, you know what I'm saying? He can beat anybody. I mean, come on, bro. They saying he can beat him. He the big. They don't even see him. They don't even see him right now with 35 fights in. They don't even see him as a being in a situation where they agree with him. Whatever Boozer does, this is just my personal opinion. Whatever Boozer does, they're okay with it. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to see they like the way Boots moves. I don't like that shit. Excuse my language, my bad. I don't like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that that boy Boots. I don't know, man. He need a little bit of help, bro. Like WCS's famous FICO score, bro. His FICO is doing bad, bro. He gonna have to put he before the end of 2026, bro. He gonna have to fight somebody, bro. If he don't, bro, I'm giving up on Boots. I don't care who he fight after that. If he don't fight a champion at 54 by the end of 26, bro, I'm done, bro. I can't even. I'm not supporting Boots no more, bro.
I think he's going to get this fight with Ortiz. I think they might. I think they might work it out because the Sheik got involved. You know, nobody knew that the Sheik was going to get involved. Like, I don't think anybody knew that the Sheik was going to get involved like this, where he's like, nah, you ain't doing none of that. Cause they come at Oscar and them like that means he's putting his foot down. He's like, look, I ain't going for all that, man. Y'all talking, y'all wasting my time. Same thing I said to Boots, I'm saying to y'all. You know, if you want to go, you want tune-ups, go to Eddie Hearn. But if you want a real fight, I'll stand behind that. And he said the same thing to Virgil, basically. You see what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
same exact thing.
yeah,
So, you
yeah.
know,
He
so
ain't paying for tune-ups. That's for sure. He ain't paying
nah.
for tune-ups, bro. For
So
sure.
he's like, man, I want to see the fight. Otherwise, move on, move around. I'm not okay with this. You know, I don't spend my money. Don't take advantage of me. I don't spend my money for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
There ain't no
I
charity.
got handfuls of money. You think I'm just going to give this money out right now? I don't need to do that no more. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows who I
Hey,
am. I don't need
hey,
to do that no more.
hey, I was thinking about this the other day, bro. What you think about? You know how he has that knockout. If you get a knockout, you get more money, right?
The bonus, yep.
What if
Hmm.
what if time being in the pocket, right? Time he give you more money for how much time you in the pocket. Like let's say uh 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 every 15 seconds you get another $1,000 if you're in the pocket. For every 15 seconds you're in the pocket.
I think it has to be more significant. It could work, but I think it'd have to be more significant because people are gonna be like, man,
No,
I ain't worried about that
I'm just
thousand.
saying, like, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting a number out there. It's gonna have to be more than that for somebody to get knocked out like that.
Yeah,
No,
people ain't gonna
because
go
they
in there
stay
and
in
be
the
nah,
pocket, somebody getting knocked out.
yeah, so they ain't gonna go for that. Oh, nigga, I ain't doing no $1,000 per 15 seconds. Man, I'm good, man. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Thanks for the answer, Sheik. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, but nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? She
Yeah,
gonna be
hey,
like, man, I
this
gotta
10
up it.
million is cool, bro. This 10 million is
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
I don't need my
yeah.
brains beat
You
in.
gotta
I
give
don't
me
need
more
my
incentive
brains
than
beat
that.
in.
Yeah, you gotta give me way more incentive than that. Nah, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? But they're like,
Bro,
nah, I'm cool. Hey, look,
no,
hey, look.
really, what you feel about that though? What if you pay the boxers more money for the time they spent in the pocket?
It could work. I mean, it could work as long as, you know, as long as it's something hefty where people can say, okay, I don't mind doing that. You know what I mean? I think it could work. But to some people, it won't work.
Oh
Not
no,
all
some
money,
people
good
ain't.
money.
Some people,
Yeah, not all
yeah.
money, good money
Shakur
to
Stevens
people.
is not taking that money, bro. Shakur's not.
Ah,
Shakur's
cut it
not.
out,
Shakur's
man.
not. No, I'm saying though, bro, not bro. 15 seconds in the pocket, bro. That's a long time, bro. Like, bro, that's a long, bro. 15 seconds. So think about if you're trying to get money, right? So so you got to be trying to do this 15 seconds a lot of times in the fight, right? So like, I can see Shakur doing it maybe twice, 2 or 3 times in the fight where he just in the pocket, 15 seconds solid, no hugging, nothing. They just it's pull counters and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But man, Shakur's a beast, bro. His mid range game is nice. So I'd rather keep him in the mid range uh and he can eat there, bro. He don't need to be in the pocket, especially when his power ain't the greatest. Like he should fight his own fight, bro. Like he's versatile, but he's definitely not Tank Davis when it comes to power, bro.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
I can
I think that right now, he just basically, you know, he would go in there, he would stand in front of his opponent. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna stand in front of Tio. He gonna stand in front of T.O. He might not stand in front of T.O. the whole fight. He might not pull off no Zepeda, moves, but movement. But he gonna stand in front of T.O. and show him because
I do not want that
it's a
man to get
matter.
knocked out. Till is athletic as hell, bro. I do not want Till. I do not want
Facts.
Till.
I
I do
think
not
T.O.'s
want him
gonna
to knock
go in
it.
there boxing though. I don't think T.O.'s gonna go in there. He's gonna train for boxing. I don't think T.O. will go in there and train for knocking out Wilson. Even though when he said that, I don't believe it. I believe that T.O.'s gonna go in there and try to outpoint him.
Oh no, he
You know.
cannot, bro. That would be the wrong move to try to outpoint Shakur Stevenson, bro.
Even if he goes in there
Not
and starts going for a knockout, bro, that would be the wrong move. He needs to go in there and
with a
be an
game plan,
educated
bro.
boxer.
Yeah, man. Like you gotta pick your poison, bro. Like that you do a little bit of both, you might be successful.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you
yeah,
try to
yeah.
if you gonna just try to outpoint Shakur, that I could that's a 90-10 fight right there, bro. Like he don't
Or
nah.
knock him out. You ain't getting that, man. You ain't getting. You go in there try to knock. You gonna counter this man. You gonna counter your butt out, man.
Yeah,
You gonna counter
he
the
gonna
mess
get
out of
dropped. He gonna get dropped doing that, bro. Because I be talking about his pillow fist, but he ain't. I mean, he's still a man, bro. Like he'll get knocked
you.
out doing some dumb shit like that. Like that is
Yeah.
goofy. That's goofy as that's some goofy stuff right there. If you try to crazy, I'm throwing haymakers the whole fight. He swinging back from the fences, bro. He would get his head. I mean, not. I mean, Shakur's just too fast for that. His time is he got to he times punches too well. He times his punches too well for somebody to be trying to throw all power punches at him. That don't like. You might land a couple if you're lucky, but I mean, he probably gonna get the steam off him by by rolling with the punch, or because he gonna see it before it get there most of the time, and he
Oh
gonna roll
yeah.
with it. And all you're gonna do is zap your power out. You ain't gonna have no stamina by the end of the fight. So like you might win the first 3 rounds trying to fight like that, but if you don't beat him within the first 6, that fight's lost, bruh. Like
And you know
it's just
Shakur
not
gonna
a
throw that stick to the stomach. You know his famous move, butt chick pro. That's that jab to the stomach.
bruh. Don't try to man. What the? Oh, you just said Bud took it from. Oh my
No, Bud
god!
said it
Come
himself, bro.
on, bro.
Listen. I'm not.
Come
No,
on.
look. I'm not doing that. Bud said it himself. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. Bud said, "Man, I learned stuff from Shakur too." He said specifically that jab to the stomach.
I'm just saying, man. Look. Don't ever.
Oh my gosh,
Even
chill
if
out the
Bud said
gas.
itself, even if Bud said itself, even if Bud said itself, just act like Bud didn't say it. Don't use that.
No, man, they cool with each other, bro. They real free. They
I
real
know,
good
no, no, no,
friends, man.
I'm talking shit, bro. Like, yeah, that's some good. I don't know, bro. I think he would. I think he would be such a better fighter if he fought for BNB. I think, bro. I really think he would be a better fighter if he fought for BNB, bro.
I don't know. I mean, you could be right because he'd be on the Bomac, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I think he would. He already has a great punch selection. I'm not hating on that, but
Hey,
I
Wild
think
Moses. Hey! Don't knock Wild Moses. See what it is. Wild Moses could become if Shakur does what he did. If Shakur can complete the mission that he's shooting for, that the task at hand that he has, then Wally could possibly become, trainer of the year too. He's got his cousin. He's got his cousin. You see what I'm saying? Shakur has his cousin. Zachron Moses. I think. I don't know. I don't want to butcher his first name. So, um,
bro,
he got
Bomax
him in
winning
there.
trainer of the year. Bomax winning trainer
No,
of the
no, no,
year,
no, no,
bro.
no. I'm talking about if Shakur does what he needs to do. You see what I'm saying, and completes the mission. Because I know pretty much Shakur wants to, he wants to become undisputed. At some weight class. We have to see which one. I'm thinking it's 135 though that
Nah,
he's
that's
going
probably gonna
for.
be one. I don't think he's going, but I think he probably 140, bro. He probably gonna do it at 140.
I don't think
That's
that.
it.
I think he's gonna stay at. He's gonna go up there and do what he said he's gonna do. He's gonna go up there and fight Tio, drop the belt, and go back down to 135 and complete the mission.
Bro,
That's what
I
I
think
think.
that is that when boxers do that, bro, that is so risky, man. I don't really don't like when boxers do that, bro. I don't care about them going up, but when they come back down, bro, like the Roy Jones effects is real, bro. What I seen happen to Roy Jones, man. that's one of my favorite fighters to ever put on gloves, bro. And the 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 humiliation that man took for going back down when he could have stayed a heavyweight and rode the rest of his career out there. I don't know why he did that, bro. I can't imagine, man. Ain't enough money in the world
Well, I
to
mean,
make.
Roy's very competitive. You know he is. Look, you could be a street, you could be a street ninja and say something to Roy. Roy pulling up on you. You know what I'm saying? Roy ain't
Yeah,
playing.
man,
No,
Roy.
he
Yeah,
don't care
Roy.
who you
Yeah,
got
Roy is
around.
not with the
He don't care who you
shenanigans.
got. Yeah, he don't care who. He don't care who you have around you. I mean, Fat Joe can tell. Can tell. He can tell you about that. So I mean, just think about it. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones was pressing Fat Joe, and Fat Joe had had his bodyguards around him, and everything, and Roy's right there. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe said, "Man, I was scared." You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so
Yeah, Roy. Hey, man, man, he, bro. When I used to watch Roy, bro, like it was like watching magic, bro, in the ring, bro. Like it was crazy when he was in his prime, bro. Oh my goodness, the stuff he would, them Superman punches he would do, bro, like crazy. It just put his hands behind his back and then really throw a punch, like bro, that's crazy.
crouch down so far, he be squatting down to the ground pretty much, and then just pop out and just pop spring right up.
Yeah,
You know
springing on you, like bro. And that's what people expected out of Boots, right? And
Mhm.
because he is I'm not gonna lie, Boots is super athletic, but he ain't
Hey, I'm
putting
just
it
letting you know I'm
together
still
like
around. I'm just on the phone with the fam right quick, man.
It's all
we
good.
know you. We know you're around. The live stream is on, dog.
All right.
uh, um, uh, yeah, but everybody was expecting like because the way he was doing showing out when he was fighting all the lower competition, the way he was showing out in them fights, like doing the matrix stuff and all that other type of stuff, right? That when he
Mhm.
got with better competition, he would do the same thing, but he ain't been he like when Roy did it, he did it all the way until he like to the end, bro. Like he fought James Toney like that, bro. Like I know you know the famous story. Tony James Toney copying what he said. James Toney was copying what he was doing, and he did some kind of feint, and then James Toney did it too, and he was like, "Oh, I got you now," and it was over after that, bro. Like, and James Toney, man, if James Toney and then your top 15 of pound for pound, bro. Like I don't something wrong, bro.
And James
James
Tony's
Tony,
a beast, bro. A
yeah,
beast.
bro.
A
Yeah, man.
beast.
Yeah,
A
James Tony,
beast,
man.
man.
It's crazy, man. That like James Tony really I got a lot of respect for James Tony, man. Like that, even man, boxing took a lot out of him, though, man. He too young to be out there not being able to complete sentences, man. That sucks, man. Nobody ain't nobody helping him pay for that. Like, man, that's crazy. That's why I think boxers should get paid a lot of money, bro, because they really is and they're getting their heads beat in for our entertainment. Like, I mean, but they
Yeah.
choosing to do it as well, though. So like, I can't really hate on that, but they shouldn't do it for free, though. I mean, so when everybody tells somebody they pricing themselves out, I mean, if I feel like I'm in a situation where it's a possibility I'm finna get my head hit more than I usually get it hit, I'm gonna ask for more money, bro. Like what? Why wouldn't I? so so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm supposed to get my head beat in more than when I got beat in last time and get less money. No, no, I'm not doing that.
Why
I'm
not,
not
man?
doing
Why not? Take it, take it,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Doing it for the team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, nah, man,
Yeah,
nah,
nah,
nah.
I'm good.
He doing it for the culture. You doing it for the culture, dog.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You doing it for the
Listen,
race, man.
I
It's a
man,
racial
listen,
war out
Rod.
here, fam.
I man, listen, Rod. I can't do that. I can't do that.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Can't do it. Can't do it.
Man, that's crazy.
That's
I think these fighters, man, I think these fighters, man, like I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This year has been good fights, man. This year we got we got fights we wanted to see, we got fights we didn't want to see, you know. And the fight that I'm looking for right now, looking forward to, is Norman and and
Haney.
Hayne. So yeah, I
Oh,
think that's gonna be a
bro,
good fight, man. And
that's Saturday. Saturday is going down,
yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. And
bro.
I'm
Who you
excited,
got? Who
brother.
you
I'm
got?
excited.
Who you got?
Man, Norman, man, Norman.
Yeah,
I want
bro. I don't know
look, look.
why Haney acting like he moving up, like he like his last two performances was great or something, bro. Like I don't know what that man is thinking right now. like
I mean, I do. He's got to. So look, let me be real quick about this because he he had to take this fight. You know, when you go to the Sheik, when you go to the Sheik with a list and say, look, I've been, I ain't been able to get a fight, get some fights, and it's not turning out the way I want to. You know,
yeah,
so
yeah, I get you.
and that purse bid fight, his last fight when he's supposed to fight the old boy, and it went to purse bid, he backed out of it because there wasn't enough money for him. You see what I'm saying? He didn't like what was being presented to him. So then you go to Sheik. So the Sheik says, okay, I got you. Starts reaching out to all these fighters, going down the list. Then finally, Brian Norman name pops up. Okay, he reaches out to Brian Norman. Hey, you want this fight? Yeah, we'll take the fight. Okay, for sure. Okay, you will? Okay, let me reach out to him. Let him know. Now, if you go, you tell the Sheik, nah, man, come on, man, I got knocked out, and I don't think that's just a really good fight for me. I mean, I didn't not get knocked out. My apologies. I took, the Ryan Garcia fight. I'm just not ready just yet for somebody like that. But if you can give me somebody else, that'd be cool. She gonna look at you crazy too and put that out there about you now. Danny's gonna be on the list,
Yeah,
just like Ortiz on the list now. He just got added to the list.
yeah, bro.
Just like
Hey,
Boots got added to the list. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro. He got to listen. That's fucking. He got to listen. He's checking it twice, bro.
Yeah. So he has to take. He had. Then that's what a lot of people sweep up under the rug. The fact that he literally had to take this fight. Now he's saying I didn't have to. Yes, you did. Otherwise, the Sheik is not gonna deal with you like that now. No more. You see what I'm saying? So why would you want to put yourself in a position when you went to him and asked him for help? You see what I'm saying? Then he goes out there and extends his hand to you and helps you. You see what I'm saying? Because this is your list. It's not like he came to you with his list. You came to him with your list. So that you got to make that make sense. So
It don't make sense,
that
bro.
it,
Uh, um,
you see what I'm saying? So that's why I said he kind of got forced into the position, and he has to basically save face and just say the things that he's saying because you can't just go out there and say, man, I'm Brian Norman. I really didn't want to fight with Brian Norman. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a good left hook, and you see what he did to Jensen Saki, so he could do that to me. You ain't gonna go out
I,
there and say that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be
bro,
like,
I
man,
don't
I'm the
know. I
best
don't know why.
regardless.
I don't know why the fighters they could talk smack to each other. That's cool, right? But
Hmm.
to downplay the other one is downplaying the fight. I'm like, man, I want to talk as much noise to him as possible without downplaying the fight.
Yeah.
And did you watch the presser when
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but he called him a
Bruh,
bum.
Brian Norman was getting under his skin something terrible, bruh. He
Hmm.
was talking that Brian Norman's a beast, bruh.
Yeah,
He said
yeah, yeah,
he said I'm
yeah.
gonna be standing over. He said I'm gonna be standing over you. I'm like, oh my god, this nigga's an
he
a-hole, bruh.
said, man, he said, be yourself. You don't even know you. Be yourself. And that's what got him mad and start calling him bum because it's so fact you say you're trying to be like Mayweather. So you got to understand, if you're really trying to be like Mayweather, you taking no quotes. Understand, Mayweather didn't down his opponent. He always
Yeah,
made, he
it's
always
crazy.
uplifted him because he always wanted to be like, if when he beats him, you can't say something. You can't say nothing because now they can
Exactly.
take your points. They can take what you've been saying about him and say, well, man, he's a nobody. You said it yourself.
Yeah,
So,
you said it
and
before
then
you
people,
fought him. He wasn't nobody. So
exactly.
I
Then people
believe
can start
what you're
looking at you
trying to
differently and saying, when you going to take a real fight? Because you ain't challenging yourself. See what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it goes, it's like, well, then they start questioning, your resume. Well, why didn't you fight this person? You went the alternative route. Why didn't you fight this person? Now, people are going to do that regardless. That people do that now. I'm just saying I think it would be I think it would be more extensive if he was said something like that, came out. The man, he got a strong left hook like Ryan Garcia, man. I ain't trying to have that. That's why I didn't take the fight. You don't want that kind of.
No,
You don't want that
we
baggage,
all
man.
know we all know he got heart, all heart, no chin,
Yeah,
though, bro.
yeah,
All heart with no
exactly.
chin.
Man, I've heard people say that he has a chin, and like, bro, he don't got a chin. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you get hit in the chin, and you go down. You ain't got a chin. What you have is heart. You know what I'm saying? You have heart. You know what I mean? Because you got back up. When you playing a video game, you playing with the hard part. You know what I'm saying? To get back up. That's your heart right there to get back up.
Yeah,
That ain't your
ain't your
chin. Your
chin,
chin is
bro. Like,
your chin is if you could take the punch. You know what I'm saying? You can take that punch. Okay, yeah, he can take the punch. And then he got his poker face on. We can't even tell that he took the punch. That man, it looked like, why is he still standing? You know how you hear people commentating. They be saying stuff like that with certain fighters. So sometimes the fighter can
man,
get touched and they be like, oh, he wobbled a little bit, but he still stood up. He's still there. Okay. Looks like he's back on point right now. His legs is back under him. So
I'm still waiting to hear that Terrence Crawford dared to be great against Canelo Alvarez, bro. I'm still waiting to hear that, bro.
oh,
They ain't said that one time about he dared to be
man.
great
You can't
because
go
he
more,
didn't
man. You
dare.
know how
He
many?
did. He didn't dare. He did. Yes. He was great.
Hey, look. You know how many boxing fans that was going for, well, Canelo fans that was going for him, and they was all in the chats left and right. They be in WCS chat and all kind of people's chats. You know what I'm saying? Talking up for this fight with Canelo, and even when it came down to the face of boxing. Who's the face of boxing? We would say, because we Bud fans, we would say, oh, we believe it's Bud over these people because of how they carry themselves, right? And you would have the
Yeah.
people that were Canelo fans saying, man, that's Canelo, he's the best, and did it this, he would destroy Bud, and he would do this, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they say Tank is too, so you can't dispute that. You know what I'm saying? Some people say that Tank is the face of boxing. So it's you have many faces of boxing. That's how I feel. You don't have just one face of boxing, you got several. You know, so it's up to you. It's subjective. It's up to you who you feel like it is. But man, these like I said, man, good fights, man. Good fights. I think Norman's gonna. I do think this. I think Norman's gonna win by KO, and I hope that he steps over him like Senior says. That's just my personal opinion.
Man. Do
Hey,
you
who
hear
do
me?
you think? Who do you? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Who do you think? Who do you think is gonna be the next upcoming heavyweight from the prospect position and contender position? I think Atoma Moses is gonna be. What do you think? Yeah, I think he's a good one.
Did he leave? Did Haynes get up out of here?
I think he might have fell off because he asked me, could he hear me? And I said, yeah, but I think he'll be back.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah, see, there he goes.
You
Yeah,
good?
man.
Your audio good?
My bad. My bad. I was having technical difficulties.
Hmm.
Now, what was you saying before I came back up? I couldn't hear you.
Out of prospects and contenders in the heavyweight division, who do you think? Who do you think is gonna, who do you think
Man,
is gonna be up and
I ain't
coming?
really been. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even been watching heavyweights lately,
Hmm.
bro. Like, since we ain't got no American heavyweights, bro, I really been hating on the heavyweight division. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Hey,
I've been
look,
hating.
you got a strong point when you say that. I've been saying that the whole time, man. Like that's another reason that that boxing seems the
Oh,
way it is because it used to be you had heavyweights that was the pretty much the face of boxing, and you had Muhammad Ali, you had all kind of heavyweight fighters that were fighting back in the day. Mike Tyson, when he got up there.
I thought
What weight class did Mike Tyson start out at?
heavyweight.
Started at heavyweight. I thought he started. Okay, I thought he started
Yeah, he
cruiserweight.
started heavyweight. Yeah, sure did, bro. And the
Okay,
cold thing is,
I
bro,
thought,
in today's day, bro, he could have
Mhm.
probably got down to he probably could have got down to 68, bro, and just been a murderer. Like he probably could have got down to 68 and just been a weight bully. And because how small he was, like he still would have
Yeah,
been
that's what I
explosive.
thought.
Like,
Cruiserweight was in there too. That's what I thought it was cruiserweight. I didn't think it was just
nah,
strictly heavyweight.
yeah,
Question
he was
myself.
heavyweight. Yeah,
Hmm.
he was heavyweight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he could have been a real weight bully like they do nowadays, bro. Like he could have really been a weight bully, and he never was. Evander, you thinking about Evander Holyfield? Uh, he was a light heavyweight, and I think he was a cruiserweight. I'm not sure if he ever fought a cruiserweight, but I know he was a light heavyweight, and
Yeah, I know.
that
I
was
know
Evander.
heavy. I know Evander Holyfield. He moved up. Oh, I know he did. He was, he was multiple weight classes. Um, I just wasn't sure about. I thought for sure that no, I didn't think like that. I just assumed that he might have stepped into the cruiserweight division, like Tyson
Hey,
at one point in time.
people be hating on me when I say Tyson. I got Tyson in my top five. I don't know why people be hating on me when I say I got Tyson in my top five heavyweights. But hey, it is what it is, man. It's preference. His boxing style was that peekaboo, man. That was nasty, bro. If you ever seen
Yeah.
any workouts with Custom Auto, bro, oh my goodness, that was just nasty. Oh, whew. That what that man was doing, bro, was crazy, bro. Like the speed and force he was coming with, bro. That was just, for how small he was compared to everybody else. Like, man, I'm talking about like he be in there. He only like he ain't even 6 foot, bro. Like he knocking out 6'5", bro. So like when people, that's why when I laugh at people when they was questioning would Crawford move up and how much he could move up when in the
Mhm.
heavyweight division. Like there's often 30 pound differences, 40 pound differences. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about if you can fight or not when it comes down to it. But the but
Yeah.
the but the only but there's a big difference between heavyweight and the other divisions. Like you're usually bigger than what you fight at, and you shrink down to it. You shrink down to it, and then balloon, and then come back up, gain a few pounds on the night of the fight. Heavyweights, they don't have to do none of that. They can be have all the nutrients, everything they need. They don't have to get on the scale and do
Exactly.
anything. So I mean, like that. It,
They eat as much as
that
they want to.
yeah,
And get in pig out.
big fat as hell, looking like James Tony.
Hmm. Yep. Facts. Facts. Though.
And James Tony was in there with the belly doing that Philly shell, killing him with the belly,
James
bro.
Tony, man, he's a very, very good fighter, man. There's a lot of good fighters out there, man, back in the day. Um, and right now, like I've heard some people even try to say Andre Ward was a nobody. Like, get off the gas,
What
man, when it comes to that. Yeah, I heard people trying to say that Andre
you heard
Ward
about
really isn't that
Andre
proven
Word?
and he would get
They
beat
trying to pay,
easily by this fighter and that fighter. And I'm like, nah, man, he's a damn good fighter, man. He's the truth. Bro. He did what he did,
bro,
man. Respect that man.
bro. You heard they trying to have him fight Jake Paul, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't think Jake Paul really. I think that's just talk because Andre Ward already said he would fight Jake Paul, especially after he fought Mike Tyson. He's like, fight me. Remember when he was calling out Jake Paul? And so
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, Andre
Jake Paul
Ward
don't
will
want
jump
that.
all over that. Yeah, jump all
Yeah.
over that. I think that's just he say, she say right there. Because the simple fact is they just trying to get another opponent in real quick. So I don't know who they have. They might have the UFC fighter. I think they supposed to be having him step in, maybe. That he was one of the
Man,
choices. The UFC fighter, no, starts with a,
Conor,
you know who I'm
Conor
talking about.
McGregor.
No, the black gentleman that got folded by got folded by AJ.
Ah, nah, bro. We
Uh,
ain't doing that, bro.
uh,
Like, and now he'll probably beat his ass though, bro. For real though, keep it a buck with you. I think he'll whoop his
he
ass.
got that
And
power.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He don't want
Nagatari, I can't think of his name, man. Dang.
to.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. The one that fought, the one that had a draw with Fury. You know.
Yeah. Yep. Tyson Fury. Hmm. Yeah, they try to
Yeah, but
pull him out the woodworks. And then they were trying to fight. Then I guess they said something about Jake Paul fight Ryan Garcia. See, those kind of fighters will follow the script. Andre Ward is not going to follow that script. He going to say
oh
he
hell
is. I
no.
guarantee you, Andre Ward going to say he is. And then he going to
Yeah,
basically
embarrass him.
knock you out.
Embarrass that
Yeah,
man.
knock you out. I think he going to knock him out or just beat him up real bad, you know? Hmm.
Yeah,
Just like you said, embarrassing.
Ward was a victim of the times, bro. There wasn't a lot of names out there
Hmm.
for him to have, bro. Like, so he didn't have, like, like they always want to compare it to like when the four kings, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Durant, you know what I'm saying, Hagler, Hearns, like, to compare that era to every other era, we just got lucky at time of Bison where there was four fighters that was willing to fight each other at different weight classes, bro. Like, um, we can't expect that for every era, bro. Like, if we do, we're crazy. Like, it wouldn't be special if it happened all the time. Like,
Nope.
so
No, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be. You damn
I
right
can't
about that.
understand. I definitely don't understand why they would why people think like that. But every opponent that was put in front of him, he got the job done. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yep. He sure did. I'm gonna say, man, I believe, I believe that, he's really a good fighter, man. He'll beat a lot of these fighters,
I mean,
especially
I
today.
think I think it's gonna take a lot to get him out of retirement because I think he's making pretty good money doing what he's doing right now. So
They gonna
he
give
don't
him
have to
some
get hit.
M's to fight. He gonna get M's, bro. See, he could be the fighter that could actually go in there and take the replace Tank. You see what I'm saying? And he can get that 40 million. In my
Oh
personal
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he needs a dancing partner right now to be able to generate that money that he's supposed to be getting with Tank. Darn. And
I think either that or he gonna have to fight another real boxer. Even if like you said, he might have to fight the UFC dude. I don't think that'll generate the money. Like, he'll have to do something like fight
no, it won't. It won't.
well, he have to fight like a Dubois or somebody for somebody to really take it serious, bro. Like, um, somebody a heavyweight that people respect. And it's ridiculous. It was ridiculous anyway, bro. That fight was ridiculous. Like, the weight difference and the size difference was ridiculous, bro. Like,
195. Yeah. Tank would have had to move up to at least 160. 160 at least. 160, 165, 160, 170. He would have to move up to, and just for me, just to satisfy, I don't know, man. Just to be able to take a punch from Jake Paul, in my personal opinion, properly. Because
I mean,
Tank was sitting there talking shit. Excuse my language. Tank was sitting there, talking stuff, and was basically like, "Look, man, I'll be somebody who was doing an interview, and they were like, well, would you fight somebody that was a 300 pounder or 200 pounder?" He was like, "Yeah, I think he said he maxed out at 220." You see what I'm saying? So, hmm
bro. Now, if he go in there with Jake Paul and get knocked out, just do the whole box, because we all know that Tank is a better boxer than him. We know that. Like,
oh yeah, yeah, he
but
should win the fight. He should have won the
no,
fight,
no,
but you know what?
I don't think so. Like it's not a fist fight, bro. Like, they in there for 12 rounds with rules, bro. Like, so
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as Paul keep his jab out, bro, like, what really can he do? Like
Well, he was
closing
on the
distance is
looks
gonna
of
be
it, Tank.
hard.
Yeah, most definitely because of that. What do you have, a 76-inch arm reach or some shit, some stuff?
Yeah, bro. And Tank is way,
Yeah,
man.
67, right? I think it's 67
Yeah,
or
like
something like
they
that.
got it's like a whole foot or something like that, bro. Like it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like, bro, like he
blowing
got
it.
a whole shoe size longer arm than
Hmm.
even they get whooped. His ass whooped, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't like. I mean, I think that Tank. I mean, just because he a savvy boxer, he can get it done. But I don't. I don't think it's realistic for somebody that's 195 pounds to be fighting 135 pounders. Like, especially if they're not like elite fighters. Uh, you have exceptions like Tank or I definitely wouldn't want Shakur to go that high. Hell no, no, with that pity pat he got going on, bro. He ain't even be. I try to
but,
throw that jab
but
at you right there, bro. I throw that
I
jab at you
think,
right.
but I think Shakur would still be able to, because he's so defensively sound, he would still be able to hit without
Bro,
getting,
they'll punch through his
he
guard.
can swim without getting
They'll,
wet.
bro, hit that punch through his guard, bro. Like, bro, think about how bro. Imagine Deontay Wilder throwing a punch through through Stevenson's guard, bro. He'll knock him out through his
Mm.
guard, bro.
No, I see what you're
Like,
saying. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
like
I mean, that's
man,
not a
that's
fight that I
that.
would want to see Shakur do at all. So I'm not even going to sit there and act like he can go up there and he's Superman. He can beat everybody. I'm not doing that at
Oh,
all. So
bro, why don't he fight Deontay Wilder?
think so, Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, bro, Deontay Wilder and Paul.
Yeah, I mean that could be a fight, but Deontay Wilder, I think he would knock him out, bro.
I'm saying that. I'm saying though, like he's saying he want to be a champion. You feel me? Like, let's
Yeah,
do
we
it.
ain't gonna go down that road. That's asking for too much. You got a person that can actually make you. He gonna have you laying on your back, blowing snot bubbles out your nostril. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I don't think that's a good
With
idea,
a
man.
jab,
And
with
that,
a jab.
yeah, and not just that. I think that would hurt his career getting knocked out that crazy. You know what I'm saying? That would hurt.
He
That would
be
hurt what he got going
he be
on.
flip flopping all through the ring and shit.
Yeah,
I
I
can
think
just
that would really.
imagine.
Yeah, I think Wilder would just. Whew, Wilder, yeah. I don't think Jake Paul could do anything he wanted. I don't think, I don't think Jake Paul could knock out Wilder. That is my personal opinion. Maybe he could, you never know, but I don't think so.
Oh man, I ain't heard about it in a minute, but what you think about AJ Wilder, man? They both got some losses now. You know what I'm saying? I still like the fight, man.
Yeah, I still watch
I
it. Most
definitely
definitely,
watch
I would
it,
watch it, and I man, I'm gonna go for Wilder because I think that AJ is chinny. I think he is for real.
bro. No, I'm going for Wilder because he's the American, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
treating
yeah,
him
yeah.
much.
I can dig that.
And I
I really
always
feel
like
like.
the
No, go ahead, friend.
yeah, I always like the Bomb Squad, bro. That was just that was popping back in. That was pop. Tell me that wasn't popping. Bomb Squad.
I mean, it still could be if he was relevant. You know what I'm saying? If he was still had an impact in boxing, which he really he don't have an impact in boxing like he used to. We don't look at him the same. That's all I'm saying. We don't look at Wilder the
um,
same, but we know he got knockout power. We all know that, but we don't look at him the same, though, man. That's all I'm saying.
man, if the cards would have went right, bro, and he got the win over Fury like he was supposed to, bro. When bro, that's the first time I ever seen a ref let somebody get up with their eyes rolling in the back of their head, bro. Like that's crazy. That is crazy. Like, man, and
Well, they
then
had a fight for Wilder didn't they have a fight for Wilder where he really was going to make a lot of money, like 50 million or 50 million plus, I think,
with,
that he was supposed to
with
get.
AJ,
He was supposed to fight.
nah,
Yeah, and they
he,
talked him out of it. His team talked him out of it or something like that.
no, it was like 150 million or something. And,
Okay. Okay.
Wilder made hella money in his career, bro. Wilder's cool, bro.
Yeah.
He's good. He done made 40
Yeah.
million on multiple occasions, bro. Like, yeah,
Just
he probably made 40 million plus on each one of the Fury fights, bro. Like, Yeah,
Hmm.
he probably made a cool 200 million off them Fury fights, bro. Um, so like he's straight. Like he ain't got a box no more. I can't really say that because you know how people do their finances, bro. Like, and they be
Yeah.
living reckless with their money. But if he invested right and did his thing right, he should be cool right now, bro. Like he shouldn't be one of them fighter. He shouldn't be a fighter that has to come back and box again because he can't feed his family. Like you know what I'm saying. Um, that's
These
sad, bro. When
boxers
you see a
nowadays,
lot.
fam. Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. But just in my opinion, I think these boxers nowadays, the way that it is now, they're more involved. You know what I mean, or what's going on, versus back in the day. A lot of the boxers, these boxers are more invested, so they be investing a lot. You hear a lot of fighters investing, working on stuff. I mean, even Conor Ben was talking about he's working on something. You have all kind of people talking about certain investments that they might have. Even Regis Prograis, he said something just the other day. He's like he said he has something going on too. A lot of these fighters, man, they're just different. They're more involved. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
believe like what you're saying with Wilder. I do agree with you. I believe that Wilder is not nowhere near close to being broke. He ain't spent half his money. You know what I'm saying? I believe he has
that's what
money.
I'm not understanding why people are saying that. How could Pacquiao have money problems, bro? Like that. That is crazy, especially in the country he live in, bro. Like, bro, his money stretch way longer there than the stretch here, bro. Like,
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
facts.
I don't even understand how, bro. $1 million out there is like 10 million out here, bro. Like, so, like, that's crazy that he didn't make so much money in boxing. For him to even ever have a worry about money is crazy to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I think that's just he say she say because he coming back. People are just saying that. He might. What I think is he probably just he's a boxer, man, at heart. And all of a sudden becoming a politician and dealing with all the antics of being a politician. It just he probably said, man, I want to go and fight still. Burn out some of this energy and make money. Burn out some of this, you know what I'm saying? This negativity and still make money. So people don't look at it like that. So I don't look at him. I don't think that he's broke at all. I think what it is that he probably just is like, man, let me go to where my first love was, which might have been boxing for him. So I'm gonna go back to it and then, get some more money because I can, because I have to, because I can. And that's what it is. Now,
yeah,
if it is because of money issues, then, let that be what it is. But I don't think that's what it is. I just think that, being a politician right now, it can be stressful. You know what I'm saying? They go in there and
right.
beating
I
somebody
don't see
up.
how you being a politician. How are you a politician? You doing 8-week camps, bro, fighting, and bro, what's your constituents doing, bro? Like, what the hell's going on, man? What kind of politician is you? You's a real figurehead, bro. And when
Hey,
they trying to
look.
sell T-shirts or something, bro, that don't make no sense. They know he ain't no real politician. That don't even make sense to me, bro. Come
Well, I mean, oh man, things change, man. He got money. So, if a
on,
man in a
man,
position of power,
that's
how
like
many people think,
what?
okay, let me say this right here. Berlanga, right? Now,
Yeah,
Berlanga, he got money right now. So look at how he moves. All of a sudden he up there rapping with Fat Joe and all of them and people listening to him when after a loss, getting that 10 million after a loss coming back and then he having a parade. So just, people look out for you in a way that, especially if you consider you a figure, you see them somebody of importance. So yeah, I can see how he is, how, he could be a politician out there because people look up to him. You see what I'm saying? He's something that people can believe in back, you know, and give
yeah.
votes. And then he's probably He ain't really like he's really doing anything. He's just doing what people say. Hey man, here's some money right here. Here's this envelope. I need you to do this. Oh, okay, cool. Talk to the people, move them. You know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
They
So
probably extorting this little ass out there, bro.
you see what I'm saying? But think about
they
it, man. Like,
they bribing him and shit.
so hopefully he's got the right team
Man,
around him. You know, he's got the right team around him where he, you know, he can get assistance.
corruption runs wild in them type of countries, man.
That's
The
why I
police.
said. That's why I think that's the reason why he came back to boxing, bro. You know, he probably was like, you know, I'm gonna put hands on somebody.
Yeah. Oh, bro. Nah, shit, hands ain't nothing when a gun's pointed at you, bro. Like, what you gonna do,
Yeah.
bro? You Superman now? We got well, I know when you find somebody
No,
with a
I'm talking
cape,
about that's why he came back to boxing. No, I'm not saying that in out there where he's at. I'm just saying just in general, like he probably came back to boxing just to, you know, to, you know, just to get, you know, get some stuff off his chest, man. You know what I mean? And still make money too. You know, because in my personal opinion, I think he's doing it because he loves boxing. You know, just like Mayweather. Mayweather still loves boxing. Think about it. Mayweather still loves boxing. That's why he's still doing it. Still training,
I mean,
practicing, doing
why keep
exhibitions,
protecting that?
getting that money.
I mean, be a man and stop protecting that old end.
Well, you know, he's 49-0 in my book. Connor, that Connor fight didn't have that I don't,
Yeah,
I'm not
bro.
counting
That counter fight. That
I ain't
counter
counting
fight
that
didn't
one.
make no sense, bro. For real.
I ain't counting that one, man. He can miss me with that. You know what I'm saying? And then I thought he was trying to make a fight with Mike Tyson, and that was supposed to be real or something like that. I don't know. But now he's supposed. Who else is he supposed to be fighting right now? I forgot. Is it supposed to be mate? He's supposed to be fighting Pacquiao, right? In an exhibition.
Who, Mayweather?
Yeah,
Mayweather?
I think that's
Man,
what it's supposed to be. I could be
they,
wrong. I could be wrong. I thought he was talks with him.
they gotta have a real fight, though.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's supposed to be. You know, I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know. But I think they're in talks.
Like,
And I think go to Kennel. Go. Nope. Don't come over to me looking outside. You just did what you did. So now go to Kennel. Go. Go ahead. Go. Good girl. Go. Sorry. Bad. Oh, yeah. But yeah, it's really crazy. Excuse my language. I keep saying. Mm-mm-mm. Haynes fell off again. Man, I think Haynes is having some technical difficulties. Mm-hmm. Dibs, yes, you there? Look like Haynes is having some difficulties right now, you guys. And WCS has stepped away for a second or two. But yeah, got some great fights coming up. Uh, May the best man win in these fights coming up, and let's do what it do. Do what it do. Shout out to all the people that was in the chat. Shout out to the people listening. Shout out to the people hating listening. You know, shout out to the people, you know, that was on the panel. Hold on a second, y'all. And give it like a couple more minutes and nobody pulls back up. I'm gonna go ahead and fall off. We're gonna see.
I'm gonna close this out, y'all. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. Another time, another place. I'm out.